Rinso, new Rinso with Solium presents Call the Police.
Attention, homicide section, flying squad detail. Murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instructions.
Between you and the evil outside the law stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And sometimes he gives up his life to protect yours.
New Rinso, the soap that contains Solium, the scientific sunlight ingredient, brings you Call the Police. A new series of realistic radio dramas inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Commissioner Bill Grant. Case number 4208 in the Ashland police files was a nightmare. A black panic we try not to think of on moonless nights as the case of the Suntower Mystery Mansion. The case really began when Mrs. Potter, a devotee of occultism and wealthy mistress of Suntower Mansion, hired a mystic gentleman named Michel Brullier to serve as a cross between a servant and a ghostly ringmaster. This I knew was unhealthy stuff, but it didn't become my business until a few months later, one ugly, rainy night. That was the night Mrs. Potter returned from her European junket. On hand to meet the train was, of course, our boy, the mystical Michel.
And Mr. Potter?
Gerald stayed over in New York. He'll be in the morning.
He will not be pleased when he gets here.
Michel, you look different. So worried.
The night after you went away, I made a mistake.
Mistake?
I was lonely in that enormous house, Sybil. It was natural that I should want to talk to our friends. But I was guilty of some fatal oversight.
Michel.
Suddenly, there was an infernal music and laughter. And then, as I stood trembling, a throne of skulls manifested in the center of the room. And there he sat.
Who?
I think the master of darkness himself. I remembered the exorcisation of Balsami. Vade magister sinistrus. I shouted those words, and the room was suddenly empty.
Oh, thank heaven.
But all is not well. I do not think the house is a safe place for you, Sybil.
Oh, what have we done? What have we done?
We will talk about it inside. Come.
Oh, there must be some way, somehow, of undoing the harm.
Sybil.
Yes?
I'm sorry. The key to the front door. I've left it inside. You go on ahead. I will let myself into the cellar and open the door for you.
You won't be long, will you? Where will it end? Where will it end? Gerald warned me. He said dealing with the beyond is dangerous. Someday you'll discover too late that... What was that? Michel! 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 Oh, thank heavens you... Oh, no. It isn't you. Oh, no. No! Let me out of here! Let me out! Let me out!
Holiday yesterday, same as you. We spent most of the day at the beach. But first, my wife said she wanted to do her regular Monday rinse-o wash. And what's more, she wanted my help. Well, you know, I got a big kick out of it. And I found out one thing. A woman has a lot more wash to do than I knew about. First, she did all the white things. Tablecloths, sheets, dish towels, and my shirts. And say, the wonderful way that rinse-o wash turned out was something to see. Whiter, actually, than brand new. The colored washables, like my wife's good cotton dresses, her ginghams, and my pajamas, were even brighter than brand new. That's the astonishing thing that happens when you use new Rinso with Solium, the scientific sunlight ingredient. Clothes come whiter and brighter than new. Only Rinso can do that because only new Rinso contains Solium. Even on rainy days, even when clothes are dried indoors, new Rinso puts sunshine in your wash. It's so safe for clothes and kind to hands. New Rinso with Solium.
Mrs. Potter, the wealthy addict of occultism, was driven home from the station by her mystic soothsayer and servant, Michael Bruyere. Half an hour later, she was found strangled to death in the hallway of her enormous home by a passerby who had heard her earth-rending screams. That was the beginning. But there was more to come, lots more. And all bad, as I discovered as soon as Libby and I walked into Suntower Mansion.
There's the body, Commissioner.
So I see. You were the gentleman who heard Mrs. Potter's cries, came in to investigate?
Yes, I happen to be passing by. I'm a doctor.
And the name?
Robert Martin.
Any details, Dr. Martin?
The woman was obviously strangled. Marks in her throat, face contorted.
Make a note, Libby.
All right.
If you'd like to have me make an official report at headquarters...
What's this?
Commissioner.
No, look.
It's our lad, Bruyere.
Commissioner.
What's the matter, Mr. Bruyere? Run into a strong-arm spook?
This man is hurt. Whoever attacked him meant to kill.
What went on here, Bruyere?
I brought Mrs. Potter home. I forgot the key. I went into the cellar to let her in.
Where's Mr. Potter?
New York. Stayed over. Not expected back until the morning.
You were going through the cellar to let her in.
Yes, I started to run up the steps. She was calling my name, and then from somewhere, something hit me, and I lost consciousness. Is she all right?
Not exactly.
What is the matter? Where is she?
On the floor in front of you.
Sybil.
Dead.
Dead. No.
He's fainted.
I think it was genuine shock.
If it was, doctor him up. Revive him.
Yes, sir.
Libby,
Yes, Bill.
let's take a walk. I want to give this monkey house the once-over. Libby and I had worked our way through a dozen massive hallways and up and down as many massive staircases, getting nowhere but lost. When a sound from very nearby stopped us in our tracks.
What's that?
I thought this joint was empty.
What is that, Bill?
We'll soon find out.
What's the idea? What does this mean? Why, Commissioner Grant.
Well, if it isn't Mr. G.F. Potter unpacking his expensive luggage. Come on in, Libby.
All right.
What are you doing here?
I'll tell you if you tell me.
This is my home.
Rumor had it that you were in New York.
Rumor's correct. I was. I just got in.
When?
A few minutes ago.
What time?
What
time did your train get in?
At 11:15. I just arrived from the station.
Seen your wife since you got in?
No, I came in quietly through the side entrance. I didn't want to disturb her.
Where do you think she is?
Well, she got in a couple of hours before I did. She's probably in her bedroom, sleeping peacefully.
She's on the drawing room floor, G.F. And she's dead.
What?
Murdered. Corroborate, Libby.
Your wife has been murdered, Mr. Potter.
May I come in, Commissioner?
Sure. Mr. Potter, this is Dr. Martin. He discovered your wife's body.
I just wanted to report that Michel Bruyere is coming around.
Good.
And one other item. I applied artificial respiration, and when I removed his coat for the purpose, this fell out.
A letter?
Under the circumstances, it seemed a little bizarre. Postmarked 3 weeks ago, foreign stamp.
Interesting. Mr. Potter has just returned from Europe. Let's see it.
Grant.
Relax, Gerald. My dear Brullier, I'm aware that there's a romantic relationship between you and my wife. You may think I will overlook this affront, but I assure you that I will avenge it if it means death for both of you. Signed, G.F. Potter.
Give me that
Sorry if it annoys you, Gerald, but you wrote it with your own little hands, and you kept your word. Brullier is alive by the skin of his teeth. And a little over an hour ago, you murdered your wife.
You're insane. Why, my train didn't get in until 11:15.
Take it, Libby.
All right. Hello? Yes? Yes? Oh, I see. What time was that? Sure. Sure, I'll tell him, and thanks.
Tell who?
Mr. Potter, that the airline is holding the briefcase that he left aboard the plane.
What plane was that?
The one that arrived from New York at 6:30 this evening.
Well, G.F., what's the answer to that one? Before I turned around, Potter was making tracks for the open door to the terrace. I gave chase. He turned and let me have both feet in the solar plexus. It sent me crashing back into the wall of the house, but the recoil was too much for him. And he went over the railing, howling like a horrified banshee. Potter lay still where he fell. We went down to the drive below and heard Dr. Martin's diagnosis.
Just a broken rib, Commissioner.
You sure that's all?
I'm absolutely certain.
Dr. Martin accompanied his newly made patient to the city hospital where his rib would heal under the watchful eye of a guardian of the law. The sergeant and I proceeded to the International Airline Terminal to claim Potter's briefcase as material evidence. While we were driving back, Brullier was beginning to feel a little better at Suntower House, and Libby was doing some unrequested overtime.
Unofficially, Mr. Brullier, I think you know a lot more than you've said. And on the other hand, I don't think that you're guilty.
You are right both times.
Then who are you shielding? Of course, if you don't want to talk.
Miss Tyler, do you believe in the powers of evil?
In this world or the next?
Either one.
I believe in them in this world.
And how do you feel about them?
I hate them.
Are you sure?
Look, Mr. Brullier, I only took up police work because I thought it was the best way I knew of to protect the rights of decent people.
Very well. I shall tell you.
Tell me.
This murder was actually the work of a man named Lefebvre.
Lefebvre?
Yes, a murderer and villain from my native island of Relive in the Caribbean.
Where is he now?
Where? Where is the wind that brings pestilence?
What?
He is everywhere.
Listen.
Sacre bleu.
What's that?
Monsters! Monsters!
No, you're not to get up, Mr. Brullier. You're not strong enough.
Let me go! Let me go! Stop it! Stop it, you fiend! You fiend!
Mr. Brullier! Mr. Brullier!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh, Mr. Brullier! Mr. Brullier!
5 minutes later, when Maggio and I walked into headquarters... Hello? Hello? Who is it? Hello?
Bill? Bill?
Libby. Hello, Libby. Libby, hello. Hello, Libby. I yanked Maggio along on the double. Back at Suntower House, I must have taken the marble escalator in 3 leaps, and then I stood in the doorway of the second-floor bedroom.
Bill? Bill?
And there I saw Libby on her hands and knees, dragging herself toward me,
Bill?
literally over the dead body of Michel Brullier.
new Rinso with Solium, but there's one particular kind of woman to whom it makes a really special appeal. That's the kind of woman who likes to keep everything she owns fresh, new-looking, and shining, as nearly perfect as she can. New Rinso with Solium actually makes the clothes you wash turn out whiter than when they were brand new, and the washable colors brighter than brand new. You can't do better than that. And as a matter of fact, no other soap can do that for you because no other soap contains Solium. So if you want your table linens, towels, and your house dresses, too, to have a brilliance you've never seen before, use new Rinso, the only soap that contains the scientific sunlight ingredient, the wonderful Solium. You'll find that even on rainy days, even if you have to dry a wash indoors, Rinso with Solium puts sunshine in your wash. Try it on wash day. Safe, soapy, rich, new Rinso.
When the second murder occurred and Michel Bruyere was found strangled to death at Suntower Mansion, we got Libby out of the joint fast. Back at headquarters, she began to talk to Maggio and me, incoherently at first, and then...
Bruyere was just telling me that the murder was committed by someone named Lefebvre.
Lefebvre?
Hey, wait a minute. There's a thing in the paper about a guy named Lefebvre.
What about him?
He's a guy who's running for president in an island in the Caribbean.
Got the article?
Yeah, just a second here. Here it is, page 3.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh. Hanoi, July 3rd. Edmond Lefebvre has announced his candidacy for president to replace the late Manuel de Guerra, recently assassinated by the aroused population.
It couldn't be the same Lefebvre. He's 2,000 miles from here.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Libby. Bruyere mentioned Lefebvre and...
Well, and suddenly there was this music. This wild, unreal music and the heavy pounding of a drum and people laughing down below.
What people laughing down below?
No people. The place was empty.
What are you telling us, Miss Tyler?
What happened? Just what happened? I can't explain it any more than you can.
Who's that?
Come in.
I just dropped by, Commissioner, to say that our patient is conscious and under police guard in City Hospital.
Potter?
Yes, I just left him.
He couldn't have slipped out about 45 minutes ago.
No, definitely not.
Then that lets Potter out.
Sure. Sure it does. It's obvious what we're dealing with here. Ghosts. Goblins. Maggio,
Yeah?
go out and round up a witch doctor and hand him the case. Get a real Lollapalooza with a two-headed mask.
If I might suggest,
Huh?
I was going to say that since we all know that ghosts don't exist, we might make a simple assumption in this case.
You mean somebody could be rigging up a ghost scare?
Possibly. Though I can't imagine the reason.
The reason? Or could there be anything valuable at Suntower House? Dr. Martin,
Yes, sir?
is Potter well enough to have a little conversation?
Yes, he is.
Okay, let's get to the hospital. He's the boy to give us the answers. You better talk, Potter. If you didn't kill your wife, you intended to. Somebody had gotten to Sybil before you, and you gave us that phony timetable alibi because you were scared.
But I've told you all I know, Commissioner. But there's nothing of peculiar value at Suntower House.
Are you absolutely certain, Potter?
Yes. There's nothing in any of the rooms that we know about.
Rooms you know about? What does that mean?
Well, there's some lost space in Suntower House. That's all, Grant.
That's all, is it? That's all? Come on.
Well, we rebuilt the right wing, and the architect did a sloppy job and left a foot or so of the floor space out of the new blueprint. It was really a better house the way it was when we bought it from him.
From him? From who?
A foreign chap named, something like
Lefebvre?
Yes. Why, yes. That's it. Edmond Lefebvre. He was somewhere from the Caribbean, the island of Hanoi, I believe.
I made a beeline for the original architect of Suntower House and came away with the blueprints. burning the 10 o'clock oil with compass and slide rule, I finally scared Maggio out of a year's growth. There it is. There it lays. I got it.
Holy smoke.
Compare, my ever-loving Watson. A fast glance betrays that there's a discrepancy yielding us 4.5 feet of unaccounted floor space in the attic reaches of Suntower House. Come on.
To where?
To the mansion. Come on.
Wait till I get my coat.
You won't need it.
My gun's inside.
I got a gun. We went up to that attic armed with axe and crowbar and started tapping for hollow sound. Maggio took the front wall. I took the rear, and then... Maggio.
Yeah?
The axe.
What do you find?
We'll soon know. Look at it crumble, Sergeant.
If you ask me, this is it.
There, have a look. It's the 4.5 feet between the real outer wall and this phony partition.
It's very nice, Chief, only it's as empty as a beggar's hat in Edinburgh, you notice?
I notice. But I also notice it's papered.
So?
Valuables can come in very small parcels, Maggio. Start ripping the wallpaper off wherever it looks a little loose.
As you say, Commissioner. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
That's what Miss Tyler said she heard.
Let them have a picnic down there, Sergeant. They can't stop us now.
I got an angle, Chief. Lend me a gun and you keep looking.
What are you going to do?
Fire a shot and see if it don't break up the celebration.
I kept working over the wallpaper while Maggio went out to the head of the stairs. He had fired that shot down into the darkness. I waited. The music was still. And then... 2 shots came up out of the darkness, and Maggio staggered into the room empty-handed and gripping his right arm.
Chief, Chief.
Maggio.
It's coming. Something's coming up the stairs. Listen.
What is it?
I only saw blood.
My gun. Where's my gun?
I dropped it over the staircase when I got it in the armor.
What?
I think this is really it. I'm sorry, Chief.
There was a dark figure in the doorway. I reached reflexively for the gun that wasn't in my holster, found my flashlight, and turned it on the shadowy menace.
You will be wise enough to respect the gun, I trust.
You could miss with the light in your eyes.
Hardly with 6 bullets, Commissioner.
There's a logic in what you say, Dr. Martin. By the way, I just located the valuable. It was a roll of 16-millimeter film plastered behind the wallpaper where the former tenant, Mr. Lefebvre, left it.
I will take it, please.
What's this thing worth, Martin? Brullier evidently considered it pretty important. He started the ghost scare here at Suntower House to keep people away while he searched.
What Brullier did is none of my business.
Your rivals, weren't you? Both after this little roll of film for reasons of your own. You're only in agreement on one point. The ghost scare was a very useful smokescreen, a hocus-pocus worked with records and a public address system.
So?
But essentially, you and Brullier were mortal political enemies. You must have been. You killed him when he was about to enlist Libby and the police on his side.
I have no time to talk.
You also killed Mrs. Potter to keep her from intruding on this vital hunting ground. But one point I don't get. Why did you enlist the services of the police?
I needed official help. I needed it badly enough to take the risks involved. I had to get those architects' prints and locate the missing room. Washington has discovered that I am here without a visa.
And you wanted me to wind up your unfinished business.
Just as you have done. And now, if you don't want to be the last business I finish, give me that film.
Not a chance.
Very well. Play it your own way. Best wishes, Mr. Grant.
Well? Well, who was it? Santa Claus? Or Libby Tyler?
Did I kill him, Bill?
No. He just knocked his artillery arm out of commission.
Oh, good news.
I got better news, Angel. He didn't kill me. As soon as Maggio came around, Livy and I ran the 16-millimeter films through in a private projection booth. They were documentary proof of Lefebvre's intimate association with certain ruthless elements in Hanai, enough to kill his chances for election. Brullier was after the film to squelch Lefebvre's chances. Martin, on Lefebvre's payroll, was in this country to destroy the film.
So, now what happens, Bill?
Michel wins, Livy, the mystical man of goodwill.
How do you mean?
We ship the film to Hanai tomorrow.
And the mystery's over?
Except for one thing. How did you manage to appear just in time?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Well, I got on to Martin. I contacted the New York Medical Association, found out there was no listing at all for a Dr. Robert Martin, and I came looking for you.
Very sly little lady. And what do we get for it in the end? A movie.
At least a free movie.
Oh, it lacked a lot.
Oh, such as?
A finish. You know, a moment when the guy and the gal stand face to face and he murmurs something sentimental and then draws her to him.
Bill, please.
Oh, what's the matter, sweetheart? I'm only trying to show you what I mean by a lovely finish.
Bill. Oh, Bill Grant.
Commissioner Grant will be back in just a moment with the Call the Police Award of Valor. This week presented to a police officer who drove his motorcycle headlong into a hail of bullets to capture 3 vicious bank robbers. But first, you know, there's no reason why your house shouldn't have the best there is. The problem's to know what is best. And once you try new Rinso with Solium, the scientific sunlight ingredient, I think you'll know what soap is the one for you. Try Rinso next wash day. See how white clothes come whiter than new. Washable colors even brighter than new. Rinso with Solium puts sunshine in your wash. Remember, more women use Rinso than any other wash day soap in the world.
This is Bill Grant. Tonight we present the Call the Police Plaque of Valor and a cash award to motorcycle officer Robert C. Mayer of Los Angeles, California. While on traffic duty in downtown Los Angeles, Officer Mayer picked up a radio police call alerting all units to a bank holdup at 8th and Vermont. Wheeling his motorcycle, he roared in the direction of the robbery. Several blocks from the bank, Mayer spotted the holdup car as it careened around a corner. Skidding crazily for a half block, it crashed against a wall. The 3 bandits leaped out and, using the overturned car as a barricade, opened fire on the radio car number 71T, which had led the chase. Mayer rode his motorcycle directly into the hail of bullets. Then he, too, opened fire. A pitched gun battle lasted for several minutes before 2 of the robbers went down. Severely wounded himself, Officer Mayer apprehended all 3 gunmen. His high courage in face of direct fire, his resolute fortitude and gallant devotion to duty are in keeping with the highest tradition of the police forces of America. Congratulations to Motorcycle Officer Robert C. Mayer, Chief C.B. Horrell, and the entire police force of Los Angeles, California.
George Petrie was starred in the role of Bill Grant. Music was arranged and conducted by Ben Ledlow. This is Hugh James reminding you to be with us again next week when Lever Brothers Company, makers of new Rinso with Solium, bring you another exciting police case. Listen next week to
The Case of the Mandarin's Macaw.
Doctors proved it. Lifebuoy Health Soap with its purifying ingredient gets skin cleaner, stops BO as no other leading soap can. Doctors compared Lifebuoy and other leading soaps in 820 tests. These tests prove a daily Lifebuoy bath gets skin cleaner, gives top 24-hour protection against BO. Refreshing, mild, Lifebuoy gets skin cleaner.
When you go into the woods this summer, be careful about starting a forest fire. Be sure to put out all cigarettes. Wet down campfires. Break every match you use in two. Forest fires can be prevented, but only you can do it. Be sure to listen next week to Call the Police. Rinso. New Rinso with Solium presents Call the Police.
Attention, homicide section, flying squad detail. Murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instructions.
Between you and the evil outside the law stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And sometimes he gives up his life to protect yours.
New Rinso, the soap that contains Solium, the scientific sunlight ingredient, brings you Call the Police, a new series of realistic radio dramas inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Commissioner Bill Grant. Putting the cuffs on a Jack the Ripper takes plenty of hard labor and all the breaks, as was demonstrated in number 3461 from the Ashland files. Never to be forgotten is the case of the unknown Strangler. The opening of this giant-sized comedy took place at 7:15 on the evening of July 2nd in a third-floor flat.
Just a song.
Miss Francie Abley, 47-year-old spinster who earned a small living teaching singing, was making herself a bite of dinner in her modest 2x4 kitchenette.
Oh, dear. There goes the doorbell. Probably somebody to inquire about lessons. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. I hear you. I'm coming. Won't you step in? I'm preparing a little food in the kitchen, so if you'll excuse me. Let me by. Will you let me by, please? I'm going to scream for help. Do you hear me? I'm going to scream for help!
That was the curtain raiser. We found the dead woman 2 hours later, and nothing, absolutely nothing, to give us any insight into the motive behind the crime. 56 hours later, the curtain went up on the second chorus of the Dance of Death. On the night of July 6th, an aging lawyer by the name of Joel Crocker creaked up the steps to his ancient office.
What? I didn't know there was anyone waiting for me. I'm terribly sorry, sir. If you'll just come along into the inner office, leave the door open, if you please. It's cooler that way. Now, just have a seat. Now, how dare you? How dare you strike me in my... How dare
And now there were two. Two crimes as alike as a pair of peas in a pod. Illogical death without reason or motive. The newspapers didn't catch on for 12 hours. Then suddenly they made the tie-up between the Abley and Crocker murders, and every sheet in town was off to the races.
Unknown Strangler takes double toll.
Police helpless to stop homicidal murderers.
Where will the killer strike next?
Bill, stop pacing. Bill, please.
Take a gander at those papers, Libby. A banner day for the press. This photo layout looks like a remake of The Cat and the Canary.
May I say something?
Say what?
This is really the criminal psych department speaking, Bill, but you're dealing with just what the papers say you are. A homicidal murderer.
So, why?
Murder is always on the verge of insanity, or, as we say, pre-psychotic. But murder without motive, pointless, disconnected, profitless killing, is psychotic. Whoever the man is, Bill, he's insane.
Hold it a second, Libby. Well?
I'm sorry, but I had to come. I couldn't wait any longer. I had to come.
What is this? Who are you?
My name is Liz Porter. You've got to help me. He's been missing for days.
Who has?
Leonard Walker, the boy I'm engaged to.
Look, missing persons you report at your local precinct.
I did, but all they've got on their minds is this unknown Strangler scare. Oh, please help me. I'm so worried.
How long has your fiancé been missing, Miss Porter?
Since the evening of the 2nd of July.
Yeah, very interesting evening. And what's the last you saw of him?
Well, we'd been on a date. He brought me home. He drove away in his car.
What kind of a car does he drive?
A small sedan.
License plate?
It's 201G. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. My mind's in such a fog.
Have a chair, miss.
Thank you.
Hello?
That's you.
Well?
Now, don't blow your top.
Thanks for carrying, but it's already blown. What's the news?
Bad. Another Strangler victim.
Another? The Strangler again, Libby.
Oh, Bill.
What address?
No address. This one was staged in a car on a side road off Highway 11. Young guy about 25. No identification.
Young guy killed in his car. What about the license plate?
201G48N.
Just a second. Miss Porter.
Yes?
Could your boyfriend's license have been 201G48N?
Miss Porter.
She recognized the numbers when I said them. And she was right to faint. It was Leonard Walker, all right. He'd been sitting up straight in his sedan for 4 days and nights, with the Strangler's fingerprints around his throat.
When I get down to the office these hot summer days, I shed my coat the moment I get there, and the rest of the boys do the same. Everybody knows that a man looks fine without a coat if he's careful to wear a clean, nicely washed shirt. Well, you know, I'm kind of proud of the way my wife washes my shirts, but the credit's only partly hers. The rest belongs to Rinso. New Rinso, that's the new Rinso with Solium, actually gets white clothes whiter than brand new, and washable colors even brighter than new. So I go around every day wearing a shirt that's whiter than a new one, and that's a fact. New Rinso with Solium, the scientific sunlight ingredient, puts sunshine in your wash. And I think it sort of puts sunshine in a man's whole outlook, too, because he knows he looks so good in a Rinso washed shirt. So, ma'am, how about it? Why don't you wash your husband's shirts and all the rest of your wash with safe, soapy-rich New Rinso?
Number 3 for the unknown Strangler was a young man named Leonard Walker. 3 motiveless, clueless murders in as many days. I channeled every available man into the hunt for the strangling maniac, but got nowhere until...
Bill.
Yes, Libby?
Remember I told you yesterday I thought I knew the way out of this? Well, now I'm sure I do.
I'm all ears.
I want you to meet someone, Bill. He's outside now. His name is Dr. Bernard Rayburn. He's an expert on abnormal psychology.
What can I lose? Show him in.
Won't you come in, Dr. Rayburn?
Thank you.
Dr. Rayburn, this is Commissioner Grant.
How are you, Doctor?
How do you do?
Miss Tyler seems to think you can give us a lead on this Strangler, Doc.
I can tell you that he's an obviously schizophrenic type.
Meaning?
Among other things that even he, very probably, doesn't know that he's the Strangler.
How does that work, Doc?
On a principle of phasial changes. One minute the man may appear quite rational, whereas at the next he can become a monstrous personality and remember nothing at all of his actions when he shifts back again to the rational phase.
Yeah, I get the picture. And it's a tough one to deal with.
Yes, I agree, Commissioner. But I think by an analysis of his crimes, one might arrive at something very like an identification.
And you? Could you make that analysis?
I can't promise you anything, but if you'll give me your records and notes covering the murders, I'll try to assemble some facts. They may even include a fairly dependable sketch of the killer's physical appearance.
By now, I liked the man. And I knew also that he'd deliver. So I gathered together our meager records and packed them off to do his work. An hour and a half later, the tireless Sergeant Maggio walked into the office.
Here's a little jigger to add to your collection.
What's that?
I took a last look at Leonard Walker's car and found it stuck under the front seat cover. It's the cap of one of those newfangled dry-point pens.
Maybe it belonged to Walker.
I'm going to check on that. I called Miss Porter, and she's coming over after work to see if she recognizes it.
Uh-huh.
They tell me you had an interview with a nut doctor.
I talked things over with Dr. Rayburn.
Where's he now, laundering his straitjackets?
Getting his work done, which isn't a bad idea for everybody on this case. The next day was the 8th of July, and a very eventful day it was, because at a little after 7 that evening, a school teacher named Miss Rosie McMahon was hurrying across the lonelier stretches of Burgoyne Park to beat an oncoming storm.
Who are you? What do you want? No. No.
Come here.
Go away.
Come here.
Let me alone. Let me alone. Help! Help!
Okay, boys, that's him. Grab.
Take it easy now, Bo.
You make a mistake. Let me loose. Let me loose.
Sorry, but you tried it once too often, Strangler.
When they brought him in, I took a look at him, and I was amazed. A little thin-faced man with steel-rimmed glasses and tobacco-stained mustache.
No, you are wrong. I not do something, only stop nice lady to ask for cigarette. Hinderman do no harm.
No, too bad about Hinderman. Sugar wouldn't melt in Hinderman's mouth. But take a look at what we found when we went over him.
What's that?
Key ring.
Man can carry key ring.
Man can also explain why his ring features this particular key. Look at the tag on it, Chief.
Huh?
Key to the basement of 894 Tyson Street.
894 Tyson?
Well, that's the address of the Abley woman.
Strangler victim number 1. And maybe you also remember the address of lawyer Crocker, number 2.
Oh, sure. 54 Fulham Street.
Exhibit B from the same key ring.
Hinderman make no harm for somebody. Hinderman
What are you
only
doing with these keys?
make a living. Only make a living.
He says he works as a part-time janitor in both buildings. Kinda coincidence, huh, Commissioner?
Wait a minute. 894 Tyson, 54 Fulham. Where does Leonard Walker's girlfriend live? That Miss Porter?
Dale Avenue, the Horton Apartments.
And this last chivalry takes place in Burgoyne Park.
So?
Debbie, give me a map of Ashland.
There's one here on the wall.
That'll do, thanks.
Well, what are you doing, Chief? Plotting a new civic project?
I'm drawing.
What?
The area of the Strangler's activities. Bounded on the north by Fulham Street. On the south by Tyson Street. On the east by Dale Avenue. And the center of the territory is Burgoyne Park.
You got something.
I got at least geography. The Strangler has operated in this penciled section. Every murder has either occurred in this area of these 3 blocks or has been tied up with it one way or the other. Hinderman?
Yeah, mister, yeah.
You're under arrest for the murders of Francis Abley, Joel Crocker, and Leonard Walker.
No, I know do something. I know do something. You can't tell me I do something.
We lifted the hysterical Hinderman into my office. And Libby pointed out that we get nowhere with him until he had recovered a little. According to her, an injection of liquid Nembutal would tide him over his panic. And this she brought from the
No,
lab.
I don't hear. You can't do
All right,
that
Bill.
to me. I know.
Help him onto the sofa. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, get the needle ready. He's in bad shape.
All right, I will. Commissioner,
Miss Porter.
you sent for me?
Oh, just a minute, Libby. It was about this fountain pen cap found in Walker's car. Was it his?
No. No, that wasn't Leonard.
Okay, thanks. Obviously, it belonged to the Strangler here. Now, if you'll just wait outside
The
until...
Strangler. Hinderman.
You know him?
Know him? Why, yes, of course I know him. He insulted me once outside my apartment house. He killed Annie. He did it. He did it.
Easy, Miss Porter.
He did it, I tell you.
Get out of here, Libby, will you?
Come on, Miss Porter. Now try to calm down, please.
Maggio, help Miss Porter downstairs and put her in my car. I'll drive her home myself as soon as we finish inside.
Okay. Come on now, Miss Porter. Everything's going to be all right.
Let's get back to Hinderman.
All right. Where were we, Bill?
About to give him a shot.
I don't want you to
Okay.
get... No.
Now, here's the needle. Hold his wrist,
I
Bill.
don't want you to...
Okay.
There we are. There we are.
All done.
All done. I'm going to get the desk at City Hospital and have him taken to the ward, Bill. He'll be better off there until he's well enough to answer questions.
He was sleeping peacefully, this man whose one love was murder. I looked down at him, fascinated by the sheer evil of his face. And then...
I do.
I leaned forward, hovering over him to catch an unconscious confession. When suddenly, his head came up under my chin, the bony skull catching me square on the button with the power of a mule's kick. My eyes bugged as the room started to do a swirling tarantella. And then, down I went, swaying off into Never Never Land, without a care in the world. When I came to, the couch was empty. Hinderman had been on his way for who knows how long. And then I saw it. A spot on the carpet not 3 feet from my nose. I smelt it. Nembutol. In those few minutes while we were lugging Liz Porter outside, Hinderman had emptied the needle and filled it again so that we gave him an injection of aqua pura, H2O, water. When the full impact of what had happened hit my muddled brain, I grabbed the phone and began to shout, turning every able-bodied gun-toting man in the force into the chase and hem-stitching the borders of Ashland with a ring of squad cars. After that, Libby and I staggered out for something to revive us. She was trying to cheer me up, I remember, telling me not to despair when suddenly, just as we neared the car...
Bill.
Huh?
Bill, look. Look. Look.
I looked. Through the window of my car, I saw Liz Porter smiling out at us. On second glance, I saw that the smile was really the toothy grimace of her last attempt for that final gasp of air that hadn't come. Elizabeth Porter had met the Strangler, face to face.
You know, getting the whitest, brightest possible wash you can is much more important than ever these summer days. That's when it shows up the most in women's dresses, men's shirts, and children's play clothes. Well, new Rinso with Solium gives clothes a brilliance that you've never seen before. And if you'd like to prove it, try this. Do your next wash with Rinso. Then compare it with any other wash you've ever seen. You'll find that your white clothes are actually whiter than brand new, and your washable color is even brighter than new. That's because of Solium, the amazing scientific sunlight ingredient that's in new Rinso and in no other soap. Rinso with Solium is an entirely new idea in washing clothes. It really gets them whiter and brighter than brand new. See for yourself. Do your next wash in new Rinso Soapy Rich Suds. Rinso is so safe and so kind to your hands. Find out for yourself how new Rinso with Solium, even on rainy days,
Put sunshine in your wash.
There was no reviving Liz Porter. 4 days, 4 murders, and the Strangler was still ranging the town with his fingers curled like the talons of a buzzard.
What are we going to do, Bill?
Call the governor. I'm putting this in his lap. It takes 1,000 more men to cover this city. I need the militia.
Bill.
Bill me no bills. Death has come to stay, baby. Hello, State Capitol?
No, Commissioner. This is Dr. Rayburn.
Oh, hello. Hello, how you doing, Doc?
Fine. I've got some material for you, as I promised.
On the Strangler?
Yes.
We know who he is, Doc.
Congratulations.
But he slipped us.
Now, this may help you pick him up again. Come on over.
Rayburn lived in a comfortable brownstone on Chestnut Street. And we sat over his dining room table drinking cold beer and examining what amounted to the work of genius.
Now, take a look at this sketch, Commissioner.
Yeah. Who is this, Doc?
It's a picture of the Strangler.
Huh?
It's not exactly a camera portrait, Grant, but it's been discovered recently that all mental illnesses have similar physical correlatives. In other words, this is what the Strangler must look like based upon his symptoms.
I get it. You're okay, Doc. You're okay.
You can study it for a moment while I get my other notes.
I did study the sketch. And the longer I looked at it, the more I realized that it looked nothing like Hinderman. But I had the strange feeling that it looked like somebody I knew.
Now, here are the balance of the notes. I want to jot in a couple of remarks, then you can have them.
He took out his fountain pen and began to make additions in the margins. And as I stared at him, the short hairs on the tender part of my nape stood up as sharp as quills. It's a nice suit, Doc.
This one?
Yeah. You could damage it, you know, carrying that pen in your pocket without a cap.
I know. I'm a careless man at best. I lost the cap the other day.
Where?
Why, I don't know.
I think I do.
You think you do?
Yeah. You lost it, Doc, where it was found, in Leonard Walker's car.
Leonard Walker? He was one of the victims, wasn't he?
Number 3, to be exact.
How could I have lost it in his car? I never laid eyes on him.
Here's the cap. Maggio found it yesterday. I'm afraid you laid more than eyes on him, Doc. I'm afraid you laid hands on him.
Let me see that thing. Thanks. It is mine. There's a crack down the middle. I dropped it and stepped on it the day before it disappeared. Grant.
I know, Dr. Rayburn.
Me.
This street, Chestnut Street, comprises the 4th side of the square in which the Strangler is operated. Also, take a look at the picture you drew.
Yes. Yes, it does look like me. How could I have missed it?
So, diagnose for me, Doc.
My diagnosis stands. Advanced schizophrenia.
And who's my Strangler?
I can hardly believe it. I am.
Prescription, Doc?
Get me to headquarters. Quick.
We said nothing on the way downtown. We said nothing as we started up in the elevator. I looked at him, feeling sorry for a nice guy who was very, very sick. And what I saw as I looked meant nothing to me. I'd never seen a facial change occur. And it's difficult for anyone to see, so I wasn't prepared when the elevator stopped. After you, Doc. Turn loose! Turn loose! I went down, falling across the elevator entrance. And I didn't know that Libby was in my office. And she didn't know Rayburn is anything but a nice guy.
Oh, hello, Doctor. Where's Bill?
Bill?
Bill Grant. Oh, Commissioner Grant. He was with you, wasn't he?
Yes. He was.
Oh, well, I hope he hurries. I've got news for him. Maggio just called. They've picked up Hinderman.
Hinderman?
Yes, Hinderman the janitor. The Strangler. They found him hiding in the basement of an old house. Well, don't you realize what that means, Dr. Rayburn? Everything you and Bill have been through, it's all over. Finished.
Finished.
No more murders, no more terror, no more innocent victims. They've got the Strangler. What are you laughing at? Are you trying to make fun of me? Dr. Rayburn, what's the matter? What's the matter? Doctor!
What brought me to the surface was... And that same force dragged me out of the elevator. And down the hall, I saw the glass door with my name on it. William Grant, police commissioner. Ashland. Not strong enough to open it. I lunged forward and fell through. He swung around. And in that moment, as he tottered back, a change occurred. Dr. Rayburn snapped back, himself again. And there was more surprise than accusation in his eyes as he said,
Why did you do that, Grant? Why?
Why? And the terror was over. And Libby and I, we tried to forget.
So, Hinderman was all coincidence. Sick enough, but definitely not the killer.
That's about it. Now, let's not talk about it, huh?
This thing. It can happen to anybody, and you never know a thing about it.
It doesn't happen unless you're the type, sweetheart. And you get warnings, don't worry.
Such as?
Well, you take me. The last year or so, I've felt a peculiar sort of thing. Tightening of the pulses, heightening of the blood pressure, quivering around the heart.
Really, Bill?
Yeah. It comes on at certain times.
What times?
Times when I look at you, baby.
Bill. Now, stop. Oh, Bill Grant.
In just a moment, Commissioner Grant will return with the Call the Police Plaque of Valor. This week presented to a police officer who single-handed captured a group of armed bandits. But now, you know, millions of women say that there's nothing like Rinso's safe, soapy-rich suds. So safe for clothes, so easy on your hands. Next time you go to the store, be sure that Rinso heads your shopping list. Remember, the Rinso you get today is new Rinso, the only soap that contains the scientific sunlight ingredient solium. Rinso with solium puts sunshine in your wash. And mark this, Rinso is used by more women than any other wash day soap in the world.
This is Bill Grant. It's with considerable pride that I present this week's Call the Police Plaque of Valor and Cash Award to an heroic Deputy Inspector of Police, James MacArthur of Cleveland, Ohio. MacArthur's deed of valor was reported by San Giaimo, chief police reporter of the Cleveland Press. Shortly after midnight, the police broadcast announced that a robbery was in progress in a coffee shop in downtown Cleveland. MacArthur, who was cruising in the district, sped to the scene of the holdup. Without thought to his personal safety, he ripped open the door and confronted a group of armed bandits. As MacArthur stepped into the room, 3 bullets whizzed past his head. He drew his revolver and fired. One of the gunmen went down, wounded. The other 3 tried to escape, but MacArthur blocked their exit at gunpoint. The 4 bandits were sentenced to 10 to 25 years in Ohio State Penitentiary. His swift action, his cool courage, and gallant devotion to duty are in keeping with the highest traditions of the police forces of America. Congratulations to Deputy Inspector James MacArthur, Chief George J. Matowitz, and the entire police department of Cleveland, Ohio.
George Petrie was starred in the role of Bill Grant. Music was arranged and conducted by Ben Ludlow. This is Hugh James reminding you to be with us again next week when Lever Brothers Company, makers of new Rinso with Solium, bring you another exciting police case. Listen next week to...
The case of the Mandarin's Macaw.
Doctors proved it. Lifebuoy Health Soap with its purifying ingredient gets skin cleaner. stops BO as no other leading soap can. Doctors compared Lifebuoy and other leading soaps in 820 tests. These tests prove a daily Lifebuoy bath gets skin cleaner, gives top 24-hour protection against BO. Refreshing, mild. Lifebuoy gets skin cleaner.
Be sure to listen next week to Call the Police.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Rinso presents Call the Police.
Attention, Homicide Department. Flying squad detail. Murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instructions.
Between you and the evil outside the law, between you and the housebreaker, the kidnapper, the murderer, stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his sleep that you may sleep unafraid. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And if need be, he gives up his very life to protect yours.
The Lever Brothers Company, makers of Triple Action Rinso, bring you Call the Police, a new series of realistic radio dramas inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Police Commissioner Bill Grant. In the files of the Ashland Police Headquarters are thousands of different case histories. The one I just came across is listed as number 36-99. I remember that as the Porter case. That all started in a little place just outside of the city. A dog kennel run by a man named Porter. One rainy spring morning, a 1932 Packard touring car drove up to the Porter house, and two men got out.
Morning.
Porter?
Yes, I'm Mr. Porter.
The name's Bliss. This is Mr. Langford.
How do you do, Mr. Bliss? Mr. Langford.
Nice little place you got here, Porter.
I'll raise the finest dogs in this county.
That's so?
As a matter of fact, we just got a new litter of Airedales. Make you a good price.
Funny coincidence, Porter. We got a little information, and we're going to make you a good price.
What are you talking about?
$50,000.
And you better grab it at the price, pal. The kind of stuff we're marketing can jump $10,000 overnight.
Now, what are you trying to sell me?
Like I said, information.
Nothing I want to know that's worth $50,000.
Yeah, but there's something we don't think you'd want other people to know.
Is this a joke?
I doubt if your wife would see it that way.
What's my wife got to do with this?
Plenty, Mr. Porter. Plenty.
Why, this is some kind of lousy blackmail racket.
Mr. Porter, please.
Look, Porter, Langford and me are registered at the Rex Hotel, and we ain't going to breathe a word to a soul if you drop in on us before midnight tonight.
With $50,000.
I haven't got that kind of money, and if I did have, you wouldn't get it.
Your wife's got $50,000 in her own name. And don't kid yourself that we ain't going to get it.
As I got the story from Porter, he didn't know how to broach the subject to his wife. It wasn't until he finished his third cup of coffee that he worked up enough courage to say,
Ginny,
Yes, dear?
I've never asked you any questions about your past.
No, Eric.
We've had kind of a silent agreement to let bygones be bygones. But I have to ask you now.
What do you want to know?
Do the names Langford and Bliss mean anything to you?
Bliss? Langford? No, Eric.
Are you sure?
What do you mean, am I sure?
Now, please, Jenny, I've never asked about your past until now, but Bliss and Langford are forcing my hand.
How?
They want money. Lots of money. Every cent you have in the bank.
For what?
Blackmail. Well, Jenny,
All right, Eric. I've been in jail. I didn't tell you about it before because I never dreamed you'd have to find out. I moved to another town and changed my name.
Then how could they have found you here?
There's a photograph of me in the police lineup. I've tried for years to get hold of it, but I couldn't.
So that's what Bliss and Langford are trying to sell for $50,000. Jeannie, I know where they're stopping. I'll give them a chance to listen to reason.
People like that never listen to reason.
Then I'll take matters in my own hands.
Yes, Mildred?
Miss Porter, I want to get the breakfast dishes. I hope the cream wasn't sour, Miss Porter, but that milkman never comes when he's supposed to.
How long have you been standing in that door, Mildred?
Well, just for a second, Mrs. Porter.
You heard what we were saying, didn't you, Mildred?
No, Mr. Porter.
You sure?
Yes, Mr. Porter. I didn't hear a single solitary word.
The maid's name was Mildred Connors. She'd been in the porter's employ for over a year, and she wasn't the kind of a girl to let grass grow under her feet. 90 minutes later, she had persuaded Sergeant Maggio that her business was urgent, and she was in my office.
And their names are Bliss and Langford, Commissioner.
Uh-huh. And you heard Porter say that he was going to kill them. Is that it?
Not in so many words, but that's what he meant.
Well, what did he say, Miss Connors?
He said that if they wouldn't listen to reason, he'd, oh, yes, he said he'd take matters in his own hands.
Uh-huh. I see.
Well, it scared me to death. When I walked into the room, I started talking about something else right away. And when they asked me what I'd heard, I said I hadn't heard a thing.
Why?
It's dangerous to know too much.
Mm-hmm. All right, just keep this to yourself, Miss Connors, and I'll get in touch with you.
You can depend on me, Commissioner. I came right straight here. I thought it was the safest thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Miss Connors.
Yes?
The safest thing is not to listen outside of doors.
Why,
I'll get in touch with you, Miss Connors.
You buzz for me, Commissioner?
Yes, Maggio. I want you to give every hotel in town a check.
What name?
2 of them, Bliss and Langford.
Bliss and Langford. Okay. Say, she wasn't bad, huh?
Huh? Who?
That dame that just came out of here. You mean you didn't notice her?
Would you believe it? I didn't.
Oh, ease up, Commissioner. Ease up.
I'll ease up, Maggio, when I've learned all the tricks of this police commissioner job they just handed me.
Could be better than the Marines, huh, Commissioner? Maybe it was nicer when we were stuck on Saipan with nothing to do but drink sake and duck Jap mortars.
I don't know, Maggio. It's a tough routine. But on the other hand, it has its satisfactions.
Oh, that reminds me. One of the satisfactions is waiting outside.
Who?
That beautiful little thing that works down in the criminal psychology department.
Oh, Libby Tyler?
Who else?
Tell her to come in.
Okay. I'll check on Bliss and Langford. You can come in, Miss Tyler.
Thanks, Sergeant. Well, morning, Commissioner.
Hiya, Libby. Sit down.
Thanks.
How are things in the criminal psychology department?
Good enough for me to tell you that she's an overt hysteric.
Who is?
The girl who just walked out of here.
What exactly does that mean, an overt hysteric?
Among other things, it means I wouldn't trust a word she says.
Well, she just said a lot of words, Libby. She told me that Eric Porter had threatened to kill a couple of men who were trying to blackmail his wife.
I bought my spaniel puppy from Mr. and Mrs. Porter, and I can tell you right now that neither one of them is psychologically equipped for murder.
But, Libby...
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you found that the blackmailers she told you about are totally non-existent.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Tyler. I've located a Ralph Langford registered at the Rex Hotel, Commissioner.
Oh, yeah?
Room 809.
Thanks, Sarge. Well, Libby, how would you like to come along with me and have a look at a totally non-existent blackmailer in the flesh?
This whistle means suspicious characters at 8th and Elm. But this whistle...
Of course. That's Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Till I tried Rinso, I never dreamed a wash could be so dazzling. Just look at my linens. They're like snow. And all my washable colored things are so bright and fresh, yet I've washed many of them dozens of times.
Well, ma'am, there's a reason for Rinso's top results. You see, Rinso has a triple-action formula that gives you a special soapy-rich base, an amazing suds booster, and a marvelous grease chaser. Rinso's soapy-rich base makes deep-driving suds that get out stubborn dirt fast.
Rinso's Suds Booster means heaps of suds, even in hard water. And Rinso's Grease Chaser goes after grease and grime, helps prevent yellowing of clothes, yet is easy on hands. So ask for Rinso for a dazzling wash, a wash that's Rinso White and Rinso Bright.
When Libby and I got to the Rex Hotel, we checked at the desk and found Langford was in. We walked up 2 flights and knocked. Langford! Langford, open up! I want to talk to you.
Try the knob.
It's open. Come on, let's go in.
Oh, there he is, Bill.
Yeah, having himself a card game. Sorry to interrupt your solitaire, Mr. Langford.
Look, he's got the ace of diamonds in his hand and the king's open. He's missing a big chance.
He's going to keep right on missing it.
What?
Take a look at his face, Libby. Mr. Langford is dead. The man sat there with a dazed grin of pain on his face. When I touched him, he toppled sideways out of the chair. There was a powder-burned bullet hole right under his left ear.
Oh, Bill, how awful.
You know, Libby, the maid told me a straight story.
What are you looking for?
Letters, photographs? Mildred Connors said Langford was blackmailing Mrs. Porter. I want to get a line on whatever it was he was holding over her head.
Well, wouldn't the murderer have taken it, Bill?
Maybe he couldn't find it.
Where could it be?
In the desk here. Bureau. Maybe in the suitcase.
There's a closet right by the bed.
I'll take a look in there.
You know, Dr. Holzbein, the Viennese psychologist, says that the personality of settled people like the Porters is simply not compatible with murder.
You better write Dr. Holzbein and tell him to think it over, Libby.
What do you mean?
Look who's here in the closet. Libby's jaw dropped a foot when she saw Mrs. Porter step out of the closet. Naturally, Mrs. Porter protested her innocence to the housetops, but we took her in anyway. 20 minutes later at headquarters.
Yes, Commissioner?
Maggio, I don't want to be interrupted until I buzz you back.
Okay, Commissioner.
Now then, Mrs. Porter, let's have it.
I've told you, Commissioner Grant. I've told you twice, just the way it was.
You walked into Langford's room at the Rex and found him sitting there dead. Is that it?
You've got to believe me.
And then you heard Miss Tyler and me at the door and you ran into the closet. Why?
I knew I'd look guilty being there.
Mrs. Porter, I'm afraid you've got a servant problem.
Servant problem? What do you mean? I've had the same maid for over a year.
Mm-hmm. Her name's Mildred Connors, isn't it?
How did you know that?
Look, Mrs. Porter, Langford was murdered around 11 o'clock this morning. A few minutes before 11, Mildred Connors walked into this office and told me that you and your husband were discussing the fact that 2 men, Langford and Bliss, were trying to squeeze you for blackmail.
She told you that?
And she specifically heard your husband say that if the blackmailers didn't listen to reason, he'd take matters into his own hands.
No.
Is it possible, Mrs. Porter, that your husband got to the Rex before you did? That you found Langford dead because your husband killed him?
No. No, it's not possible.
Why not?
Because I killed him.
You want to sign that?
Yes.
What did you do with the gun?
I threw it out the window.
Into the courtyard of the Rex?
That's right.
Yes?
Maggio speaking, Commissioner. Somebody here to
I
see
said I didn't want to be interrupted.
It's Mr. Porter.
Well, tell him to wait. I just got a confession out of his wife.
You're kidding.
Why?
I just got a confession out of him.
What?
He says he killed Langford.
Commissioner Grant.
Eric, what are you doing here?
I walked into Langford's room at 5 minutes after 11 this morning, Commissioner.
No, you mustn't believe him.
It's no use, Ginny. I did it.
He's lying. I did it, I tell you.
Commissioner, I insist that you release my wife at once.
No, I won't listen.
Take it easy, Mrs. Porter. Take it easy now. Nobody is guilty yet. We just have to hold somebody for the record. And it might as well be your husband. Take him, Maggio.
Eat your lunch, Bill.
I'm not hungry.
Too much breakfast?
Too many confessions.
Oh. It's hard to know which one of them is telling the truth.
I don't know.
Have you thought that maybe neither one of them is?
Yeah. Still, we found Mrs. Porter on the scene of the crime.
And you let her go.
Not far, Libby.
Is she being followed?
Naturally. Besides, I can't be too definite about any of this until we find the murder weapon.
Any idea where it can be?
Mrs. Porter says she threw it out of the window of Langford's room.
So?
So Maggio's detailed a few of the boys to have a look for themselves.
And if they find the gun?
We let Porter go, wrap up his wife for murder.
Hey, Commissioner.
Oh, Maggio. Have a cup of coffee?
No, but I could use a bottle of aspirin.
What's the matter?
I just heard from the boys.
Yeah?
There's a closed courtyard at the Rex, Commissioner. There's an iron door that hasn't been opened since 6 this morning. Anything thrown into that court from 6 on would have to still be there.
Well?
The boys went over every inch of it.
No gun?
No gun.
And that's it.
That's what, Bill?
Mrs. Porter was lying to shield her husband.
And you think he murdered Langford?
I think he probably loves his wife, Libby. And I think that he probably figured that she would kill Langford if he didn't beat her to it.
Is this the go-ahead, Commissioner?
Yeah. We'll get back to the office and indict Porter for murder.
Hello, Miguelesco's lunchroom. Just a minute. He's for you, Commissioner.
Oh, okay, Mike, thanks. Hello.
This is Mrs. Porter.
Yes?
I want you to release my husband at once, Commissioner.
Well, we've been all over this before, Mrs. Porter.
Yes, but we haven't been over this. What time was Langford murdered?
Sometime between 10:30 and a little after 11.
It couldn't have been later or earlier.
Only by a few minutes, one way or the other.
Good. I want you to call Judge Hartley in the Chamber of Commerce building.
Why?
Because he'll tell you that my husband was there with him from 9 o'clock this morning until noon.
Well, Maggio?
I just let Porter go.
The alibi checked?
Tight as a new pair of shoes. First, Mrs. Porter's guilty. Then Mr. Porter's guilty. And all of a sudden, neither one of them's guilty, and we're holding nobody.
Stop pacing.
It's a wonder I ain't out cutting paper dolls. I'm going outside where I can pace in peace.
I know just how he feels.
I don't.
What do you mean?
I'm not surprised at all.
Oh, Libby.
Face the facts, Bill. No two people who try to confess to a crime in order to protect each other are very likely murder suspects.
Well, whom should we suspect, Libby? The city council?
We should suspect the only one true criminal type left in the picture.
You mean Bliss?
Yes. Langford's pal. Nobody thinks of him.
I've had a squad out looking for Bliss since 11:30 this morning, Libby.
Oh. Well, I was wondering why...
Yes.
Maggio, guess who's here, Commissioner?
Who?
Bliss.
Who brought him in?
Nobody. He came in on his own steam.
Send him in. Looks like we have a caller, Libby.
Commissioner?
Bliss?
Yeah, I want to see you.
I've been wanting to see you. As I understand it, you drove into the Porter Kennels this morning with a $50,000 blackmail proposition. Is that right?
Langford talked me into it. He said it was going to be easy money.
Didn't turn out to be so easy for him, did it?
You can say that again.
And you're afraid you'll be next?
That's the idea.
What do you want me to do about it?
I got the evidence we was going to use to blackmail the Porters over in my room.
And you're willing to let it go for less than $50,000?
I'm willing to let it go for nothing. I want to turn it over to you fast so you can tell the killer, whoever it is, that I'm out of business.
Okay, Mr. Bliss. It's a deal.
This is my room here, Commissioner.
Dark.
Oh, it's on a 2x4 air shaft, lady.
Come on, Maggio.
Hey, how about some lights, huh?
Wait till I strike a match. I ain't been here long enough to find the switch by hand.
The slugs cut Bliss down so fast, the match in his fingers was still lit when he hit the floor. I grabbed for the light switch, but before I could get it, the killer was out of the window. And Maggio was after him down the fire escape. Libby found the switch, and together we bent over the body.
Who could have done it, Bill?
Somebody we know, Libby, looking for something they don't want anybody else to see.
The blackmail evidence.
What else?
You think they took it?
Maybe they took it, and maybe they burned it.
What do you mean, Bill?
The ashes in this fireplace are still warm. Notice?
Oh.
Empty that pitcher into the washstand, will you?
Why?
Go on.
Okay.
Now, give it to me. Thanks.
Anything else I can do?
Yes. You can help me see to it that Bliss's death doesn't break print for 24 hours.
Why?
Reasons.
Oh. Are there reasons for you to be putting those ashes into that pitcher, Bill?
Mm-hmm. I want to take them back to the laboratory for the boys to play with.
How much can they tell you?
I don't know exactly. But I'll have the report tomorrow morning. I didn't see Maggio until the next day. Whoever went out of that window at Bliss's place had led him a wild goose chase that landed him nowhere. When he walked into my office, he looked a little worn.
Oh, Commissioner, this thing's got me punch drunk.
Is that so?
Yeah, what are you feeling so good about? What's this stuff in the box here?
Ashes.
Ashes?
Yes, Sergeant, ashes. Looks like whoever murdered our two blackmailers burned the evidence in the fireplace at Bliss's just before we walked in yesterday.
And then we're through.
Unless they're copies of that evidence.
Well, you think they are?
I don't know. But the other side doesn't know either. Maggio, give me that pad.
Yeah. Well, what are you writing?
An item for the personal column. There we are.
Notice. Mr. Bliss, your photostats are ready.
Put that in the noon edition.
Oh, I get it. You figure they'll come looking for the photostats.
Why shouldn't they? After 2 murders, they wouldn't want any loose copies kicking around.
But this ad ain't got no address, Commissioner.
What about it?
Well, there's a half a dozen places in town that make photostats.
Whoever is sufficiently interested, Maggio, will make all the rounds.
Oh, and all we gotta do is be in half a dozen places at once, huh?
No, we'll just pick one of the half dozen places and wait. Old man Schmidt, for instance, he's got a nice back room over at his photostatic service. And he's also sharp enough to understand an angle.
I see.
So I'll tell you what. I'll meet you there at 12:30. And Maggio, bring along a deck of cards. When we got to Schmidt's photostatic shop, we primed the old man, and then we played cards, stashed in the back room where we could have a full view of the proceedings. At 2:14, the door opened, and who walked in but Mrs. Porter?
I've come for the photostats, Mr. Schmidt.
Photostats?
Yes. Mr. Bliss sent me.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bliss.
May I have them, please?
Well, now, I'm afraid I can't give them to you without a note from Mr. Bliss.
But you've got to... I mean, would it be all right if I could describe the contents?
Yes, after all, if you know what they are, Mr. Bliss has probably taken you into his confidence.
It's a photograph. A police photograph of the lineup in Detroit, Michigan. There's a woman in a white dress, third from the left.
I see.
May I have it now, please?
I'm afraid not.
But you said if I could describe the contents...
But you haven't, my dear woman. I don't have a photostat of any such photograph.
Oh.
However, there are a couple of gentlemen in the back room who would like to talk to you.
What?
Mrs. Porter saw us sitting in that back room. She was petrified. But when we explained the operation to her, she calmed down a little. And then, not 10 minutes later, the door opened again. And in came another customer for the non-existent photostats.
And you say Mr. Bliss sent you?
Yes, he said I should pick him up for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, could you describe the contents?
You've seen him yourself?
I had to, my dear. I made the copies.
Well, then you know. I'm the girl Mr. Porter wrote the letters to. I'm Mildred Connors.
I see. And what is the nature of the letters, Miss Connors?
Do I have to go into that?
Well, if you want the photostats. Otherwise,
Okay. They're love letters. We, Mr. Porter and I, were planning to run away together. Correct?
Correct. There you are. They're in this envelope.
Thanks. And now I've got something for you.
Hey, put that gun away.
I can't help myself, Mr. Schmidt. You made me describe the letters, and now you know too much.
You wouldn't kill me in cold blood?
I'm afraid I have to. You know as much as either Bliss or Langford knew, and I had to kill them. All right, Mr. Schmidt, back into that room.
Grab her, Maggio.
Hey, what is this? Let me go!
No, Miss Connors, I'm afraid we're going to have to hold you
What?
on a charge of murder.
I'm awfully proud of you, Bill.
Oh, that was a walk-away, Libby.
But how did Mr. Schmidt know that Mrs. Porter's description of the photostats was wrong?
Because Mrs. Porter was describing a photograph, and the lab report showed there was no trace of emulsion in those ashes.
Oh, I
See?
see. Poor thing. She thought Bliss and Langford had that picture of her all the time.
Sure. Her husband saw to that. He played on her guilt to make her think the blackmailers were hounding her instead of him and his Mildred.
That was a great trick of his, confessing to the murder.
He's a slick customer. He knew he was safe. He was certain somebody would establish that alibi of his before we went on trial.
Well, I must admit he fooled me a little.
Well, that's okay. You're looking awfully pretty tonight, Libby.
Well, thank you, sir.
Anybody who's as pretty as you are, young lady, doesn't have to be right all the time.
Well, thank you. Well, what do you mean, Bill Grant? I was right from the start.
You were?
Well, of course. I said in the first place that Mildred was an overt hysteric, which implies psychologically that she's capable of pulling a trigger. And you see, she committed both the murders. Whereas Mr. Porter is psychologically completely innocent.
Libby, Porter is legally guilty as an accomplice.
Oh, now, Bill, you've got to admit I'm right, or you'll spoil my dinner.
Okay, I admit it.
Mildred's an obvious case. She's a very pretty girl. And very pretty girls this day and age get away with murder.
Yes, sweetheart, they certainly do.
Police Commissioner Bill Grant will be back in just a moment with the Lever Brothers Police Award of Valor. But first, Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Rinso gives a dazzling wash every time. But you know, ladies, a smart detective checks his sources of information. And maybe you'd like to know how I'm so sure Rinso's tops.
I, for one, would, Mr. Sims. Where do you get your information?
From two authoritative sources. One from the fact that millions of American women prove their preference for Rinso by asking for it time after time. Two, from the fact that only Rinso has the recommendation of the makers of 33 leading washers. And no wonder, for Rinso's triple action formula contains a special soapy-rich base, an amazing suds booster, and a marvelous grease chaser. So you can be sure Rinso will give you dazzling results. A Rinso white wash.
With ease.
A Rinso bright wash.
With safety.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Commissioner Grant. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present the Lever Brothers Award of Valor to an outstanding policeman and the Lever Brothers Plaque of Honor to his police department, selected by Chief Peter J. Siccardi, lifetime member of the Executive Board of the International Association of Chiefs of Police. Tonight, the Award of Valor goes to Motorcycle Patrolman Robert A. Barons of the Cleveland, Ohio Police Department. While on patrol duty, Barons spotted smoke and flames leaping from a neighboring house. Rushing to the scene of the fire, he attempted to enter the front door and two side entrances, but each time he was driven back by the fire. But in spite of the flames, and at the risk of his life, he finally forced entrance through the rear door, and he was able to save the lives of the entire family. To you, Patrolman Robert A. Barons, for your outstanding heroism and unselfish devotion to duty, goes $100 and this week's Lever Brothers Award of Valor. And to the entire police department of Cleveland, Ohio, under the able direction of Chief George J. Matowitz, goes the Lever Brothers Plaque of Honor for their unfailing efforts in protecting the people of their community.
Call the Police stars Joseph Julian as Bill Grant and Joan Tompkins as Libby.
I never realized why Pete would never go to lunch with me until I happened to overhear that whisper.
You can't like a man with B.O.
Stop those whispers. Take a daily bath with Lifebuoy. Lifebuoy is the only soap especially made to stop B.O. Scientific tests prove that a daily bath with Lifebuoy helps build up increasingly better protection against B.O. Play safe. Bathe with Lifebuoy. You don't want people to whisper, B.O. Get Lifebuoy.
Be sure to be with us next Tuesday night when Lever Brothers Company, the makers of Rinso, bring you another exciting, realistic police case. Next week, the case of the kidnapped killers. Tonight's script was written by Peter Barry. Music was composed and conducted by Ben Ludlow. J. Sims speaking.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Rinso presents Call the Police.
Attention, homicide section, flying squad detail, murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instructions.
Between you and the evil outside the law, between you and the housebreaker, the kidnapper, the murderer, stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his sleep that you may sleep unafraid. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And if need be, he gives up his life to protect yours.
The Lever Brothers Company, makers of Triple Action Rinso, bring you Call the Police, starring Joseph Julian and Joan Tompkins. This new series of realistic radio dramas is inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Commissioner Bill Grant. Every now and then a case comes along that makes me realize that the best way to outsmart a smart criminal is to let him outsmart himself. The case in point is number 96-42 in the Ashland police files. You might say that it really began the night Kid Coombs knocked out Felipe Gomez in the third round at the Arena Gardens. But the real trouble didn't get underway until next morning, when Linda Lee, hard, blonde, and expensive, walked into the office of Coombs' manager, a tough tin horn by the name of Maury Fenton.
My name's Linda Lee, Mr. Fenton.
What about it?
Your boy knocked out Felipe Gomez in the third at the arena last night.
So where do you come in?
I'm Gomez's girl.
Oh. Too bad Gomez went down so early, huh?
He didn't mind too much.
No? Why not?
He got $1,500 for taking that dive.
Is that so? Who gave it to him?
You did, Mr. Fenton.
If you're hungry for trouble, Miss Lee, you came to the right place.
Sit still, Mr. Fenton. I don't care if Gomez wants to take it on the chin. It's his chin. I just don't think $1,500 was enough money for the act.
Somebody wants to know what you think. I deal with Gomez.
You'll deal with me. Gomez is an easy make.
And you're a tough tomato, isn't it?
Not as tough as some people. Not as tough, for instance, as Vic Barstow.
Vic Barstow?
Oh, you know the name, huh? You cost Vic Barstow $20,000 last night, Mr. Fenton.
Me?
Barstow had $20,000 on Gomez to win by a knockout. Do you know anything about Barstow, Mr. Fenton?
Enough.
He might resent it if he knew you paid Gomez to take a dive.
But he ain't gonna know, Miss Lee.
Certainly not. If you lay $5,000 on the line for me and Gomez.
Somebody is whistling through their teeth.
Well, if you won't listen to reason...
Where you going?
Give Vic Barstow a ring.
Miss Lee.
Yeah?
The weatherman says tomorrow's gonna be a nice day. I'd hate to see you and Gomez miss it.
It was an ugly deal from the word go, and it got steadily worse. Half an hour later, Vic Barstow was sitting in his penthouse suite in the Bancroft Plaza, having a few words with his wife.
What are you going to do, Vic? Eat your heart out? You lost the $20,000. Have a drink and forget it.
I don't like to lose, Liv. And I don't think I would have if it hadn't been for your little friend Gomez. He told me he was set to win that fight last night.
Anybody can guess wrong, Vic. Anyhow, he phoned all day yesterday while I was out. Maybe he was calling to get you to cancel your bet.
Maybe he was calling about something else.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Lou.
Oh, Vic, please, don't be ridiculous. There's nothing between me and Gomez
I'll get it. Hello? Barstow speaking.
How would you like to know the name of the man who paid Gomez to lay down in the fight last night, Mr. Barstow?
What? Say, who is this?
My name's Linda Lee. Would $5,000 be too much for a signed statement that it was a tin horn named Maury Fenton who paid Gomez to take a dive?
Are you trying to pull a gag on me?
Gomez has a furnished room at 122 Myrtle Street. Be there at 8 o'clock tonight with $5,000 in cash. And the gag will be on Fenton.
Shortly before 9, as I got the story later, Linda Lee went up to Gomez's room on Myrtle Street and laid out the deal. And Gomez was petrified.
You out of your mind, Linda? Fenton will knock us both off for a cross like this.
Fenton's got to find us first. In 30 minutes, we'll be out of town with 5,000 brand new bucks. Come on, Felipe, be a smart boy. Sign this paper for Barstow. He'll be here in a few seconds.
Forget it.
You won't do it?
Not for $1 million.
Why, you yellow punch.
Take it easy, you crazy bimbo. I'll tell you about my deal with Fenton for you to go around shooting your mouth.
Who cares why you told me? You told me. If you won't come along for the ride, I'll do business with Barstow on my own.
You think you will.
What's going to stop me? You hit me again, you lousy pug.
All right.
Gomez went down fast for that long count, the one that never ends. What happened in that room for the next 5 minutes was anybody's guess. And then there was a knock on the door, and in walked Barstow.
Gomez.
Take it easy, Mr. Barstow. We don't need the cops in here right away.
You shot him?
Don't be silly. Shots came from that open window there.
Is that so?
Yeah, there's a fire escape just outside.
Do you have any idea who it was killed him?
Not exactly, Mr. Barstow, but Maury Fenton said tonight he was going to. And I'm the little girl that heard him say it.
I didn't hear anything about the case until the next day. I got to headquarters late. As I walked into my office, who was sitting behind my desk with his feet up but my ever-loving sidekick, Sergeant Maggio.
Ah, good morning, Commissioner.
Don't let me disturb you, Maggio.
Oh, that's okay. I was just sitting here figuring what it must be like to be a police commissioner.
You don't have to figure, I'll tell you.
Yeah?
You remember one night out in the Pacific, we hit mortar fire, overhead bombing, and Jap guerrilla action all at once?
Sure, I remember that time.
Compared to this, that was duck soup.
Oh, what's happened now?
Oh, I spent the morning with His Honor, the mayor.
He had a beef?
Did he ever not have a beef?
What's today's special?
The fight racket in this city. He's getting complaints from everything from the Ladies' Aid Society to the Boxing Commission.
Oh, then maybe you'll want to see her.
Maybe I'll want to see who?
The blonde who's in the waiting room.
What blonde?
Name's Lee. Linda Lee.
What would I want to see her for?
She's Felipe Gomez's girlfriend, Commissioner.
Gomez? He's one of the fighters the mayor's got his eye on. Tell her to come in, Maggio.
Okay. Commissioner wants to see you, Miss Lee.
I want to see him. Mr. Grant?
Sergeant Maggio tells me you're on close terms with Felipe Gomez, Miss Lee.
I was.
You're not anymore?
Well, it's hard to be on close terms with a dead man.
What's that?
Gomez was murdered.
When?
I don't know. I just found out about it a few minutes ago when I walked into his room.
But you were just out there, sitting, calmly wasting time.
I told that goon I wanted to see you.
Goon? Hey, now,
Take
wait
it
a
easy,
second.
Maggio.
Both of you take it easy. This job's going to be a snap.
What do you mean?
You know a fight manager named Maury Fenton?
Yes, the mayor's been telling me about him.
He's your boy.
Maury Fenton killed Gomez?
Yeah, he even told me he was going to.
Why?
He bribed Gomez to throw the fight last night. He was afraid Gomez was going to talk.
You'll say that in court?
That and some more.
Maggio,
Yeah, Commissioner?
get out of here and pick up Maury Fenton.
Okay.
He'll probably be up to his neck in alibis, but bring him in anyhow and hold him for questioning.
Trust me, Commissioner.
Now then, Miss Lee, where's the body?
In a furnished room at 122 Myrtle Street.
Is that where Gomez lives?
Yeah, second floor rear.
Good morning, Bill.
Oh, hello, Libby.
Bill, Oh, busy?
Right now, it's murder.
Literally.
I'm afraid so. I'm driving over in a squad car to take a look at the scene of the crime.
Those squad cars are built for two, you know, Bill.
Sure. You're a member of the police department. Come on along. Oh, Miss Lee.
Yeah?
Stick around town for a while. We may want to talk to you some more.
This whistle means robbery at the First National Bank. But this whistle,
That's Rinso White and Rinso Bright, and that's how I want my wash to be. Tops in whiteness and brightness. Rinso gets John's shirts so white they gleam. I'm terribly proud of them. And Rinso also helps keep my pretty washable colored things fresh and gay for ages.
yes, ma'am. Trust Rinso's triple action formula for results. You see, Rinso's soapy rich base makes deep driving suds that get out stubborn dirt fast. Rinso's Suds Booster means heaps of suds, even in hard water. And Rinso's Grease Chaser goes after grease and grime, helps prevent yellowing of clothes, yet is easy on hands. So for a dazzling wash, a wash that's Rinso White and Rinso Bright, ask for Rinso.
When Linda Lee walked into headquarters and announced that she found Felipe Gomez, the fighter, dead, Libby Tyler and I took a squad car over to Gomez's room. Doc Perkins, a couple of the boys from the fingerprint department, and a photographer gave the place the works. But when they'd left, I found they'd overlooked something.
What have you got there, Bill?
Something that ought to interest you, Libby. I found it jammed behind this mirror.
A woman's hat. Very smart.
Probably belongs to Linda Lee.
I don't think so, Bill.
She was Gomez's girl.
Yeah, I know she was, but I saw Linda Lee, and she doesn't have this kind of taste.
No?
No. This is a subdued, conservative little hat. It doesn't fit at all with the apparent exhibitionism of her nature.
Psychology department at work, huh?
After all, it's what I get paid for, Bill. Now, a hat like this is a very exclusive model. It's very likely the only one of its kind. Parisian.
Mm-hmm.
Proudly made by... Oh, here we are.
What is it?
There's a tag inside. Made by the Madame shop for Mrs. Victor Barstow.
Vic Barstow. That was a name everybody knew who had ever been close to the fight racket in this town. Mrs. Barstow's hat in Gomez's room meant only one thing to me. She had found out that Felipe Gomez was young and dark and handsome. I told Libby I'd meet her back at headquarters, and I took a walk over to Barstow's suite in the Bancroft Plaza. When I showed Barstow the hat, he took it slow and easy, like a man who's learned that romance is no bargain.
My wife isn't in right now, Commissioner. She's out shopping.
For a new hat?
Could be.
You don't happen to know where she was last night, about 8 o'clock, do you?
No. Why?
I'd just like to be sure she wasn't at Gomez's place, that's all.
You can be sure.
How would you know?
Because I was at Gomez's place.
What?
Well, didn't Linda Lee tell you?
No. She said she walked in and found the body this morning.
Oh, I see.
Come on, what's the story?
All right, Grant. I'll tell you. Miss Lee phoned me here yesterday and told me to be at Gomez's place at 8 o'clock sharp.
So?
When I walked in, Gomez was on the floor, full of bullets. And Miss Lee was standing over him.
Linda Lee, huh?
Yes.
I had an idea I was going to want to talk to her some more.
Yes, Commissioner?
Did you pick up Maury Fenton, Maggio?
Yeah, but I'm having trouble holding him.
Alibi?
Just like you said.
A good one?
The best. He was out of town last night.
Well, don't worry about it.
No?
No, I want you to get hold of Linda Lee. And work fast. Send a couple of boys over to her hotel.
Check.
Give them 10 minutes to report back.
Check.
If she's not in her room, send out a general alarm.
You want her bad, don't you?
Check.
You think she's left town, Bill?
She would if she knew what I had on my mind, Libby.
You think she killed Gomez?
Right now, she's Exhibit A.
With a motive?
What's the matter with jealousy for a motive? Linda Lee was Gomez's girl, but he was also more than friends with Mrs. Barstow.
Yes.
Isn't that enough for a woman to commit murder?
Well, a jealousy motive is all right if she has a mercurially adjusted personality.
You don't say.
But practical girl like Linda Lee's a totally objective extrovert.
Spare me the analysis of the criminology department, Libby. All I want to do is to locate Miss Lee. Yes?
Commissioner Grant?
Yes?
Linda Lee.
It's the objective extrovert herself, Libby. Glad to hear your voice, Miss Lee.
Why?
I've got men out looking for you.
For what?
I talked to Vic Barstow, and he says you didn't find Gomez's body this morning.
Didn't I?
No, you were in Gomez's room when he was shot around 8 o'clock last night.
Commissioner, I'm going to hold an auction.
An auction?
You heard me.
What's going on the block?
The name of Felipe Gomez murderer.
Oh, I see.
You'll want to be in on it, won't you?
The police don't buy information, Miss Lee.
You want to bid or don't you?
What time?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
You'll be here?
If you'll tell me where to be.
I'm at... No.
Miss Lee. Miss Lee.
What happened?
Miss Lee, where are you?
I'm...
I sat there yelling her name into the phone. And then I heard the receiver being placed back on the hook at the other end. And I sat there with a dead telephone in my hand and the murderer grinning at me at the other end of the connection.
Calling me, Commissioner?
I just had a call from the Lee woman, Maggio.
Yeah? Where is she?
I don't know, but wherever she is, she was just shot.
What do you know? Maybe it was that...
Trace that call and let me hear as soon as you know where it came from.
Well, you can't always trace a call, Commissioner.
Well, make this one of the times you can.
You see, Bill, the objective extrovert type rarely commits murder out of jealousy.
You mean you were right?
Oh, I didn't say that, Bill. I never say I told you so. But if Linda Lee is the murderer, then who fired those shots?
That is a big question.
When you're dealing with a jealousy motive, you see, you really ought to have a suspect who's a mercurially adjusted personality.
Mm-hmm. How do you know we haven't got one?
What?
What do we know about Mrs. Barstow? Why are we only thinking in one direction?
What do you mean?
Mrs. Barstow was going with Gomez just as much as Linda Lee was. Why couldn't she have been the one who got jealous and killed them both?
I don't know.
Neither do I. But I'm going to find out.
Where are you going?
Back to the Bancroft Plaza. I want to see how fast Mrs. Victor Barstow can talk.
Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Yes, it's results that count, and Rinso results are top.
They certainly are. Why, just one look at a Rinso wash and you see the difference. Rinso gets white things absolutely dazzling white, and Rinso's so kind to washable colors. Look at this linen dress I'm wearing. I'd hate to say how many times I've washed it, and yet it's still a fresh, true blue.
Pretty as a picture, ma'am, and plenty good proof of Rinso's top results. Of course, the reason for those results is Rinso's triple action formula that gives you a special soapy rich base, an amazing suds booster, and a marvelous grease chaser. So ask for Rinso for a dazzling wash. A Rinso white wash with ease. A Rinso bright wash with safety.
When I got to the Barstow suite in the Bancroft Plaza, I found Vic Barstow all alone.
What's on your mind this time, Commissioner?
Linda Lee has just been shot.
So?
I want to see your wife.
Why?
Because I think she may be the one who killed Linda Lee.
Oh, forget it, Grant. You're in the wrong pew.
I don't think so.
I know so.
Is there an explanation that goes with this?
You bet there is.
Well?
What time was Linda Lee shot?
An hour and 20 minutes ago. What about it?
Only this, Grant. I talked to my wife over the phone an hour and a half ago.
Where was she?
At the Yacht Landing Club.
Alibi, huh?
I'm afraid so. Now, let's have a drink.
What's the number of the Yacht Landing Club?
I told you, Grant. You're way off the beam.
What's the number of the Yacht Landing Club?
Can't you take my word for it?
Nope.
Grant.
Okay, Barstow, I'll find it for myself. He gave me the number before I could look it up. But he was worried as I dialed it. He let his head fall into his hands as a foreign voice at the other end of the wire said,
Yacht Club. Good afternoon.
This is Police Commissioner Grant.
Ah, yes, Commissioner.
I want to speak to Mrs. Victor Barstow.
Mrs. Barstow?
Yes.
Oh, but Mrs. Barstow is not here.
What time did she leave?
Leave?
Yes.
Oh, there must be some mistake, Commissioner. Mrs. Barstow has not been here at all today.
Lying to the police can be a very expensive habit, Mr. Barstow.
All right. Arrest me.
Why did you tell me a cockeyed story like that?
It was a chance, Commissioner. Just a chance.
Of all the spots to pick, the Yacht Landing Club.
I picked it because it's 40 miles outside of town.
What does that mean?
Well, you said Linda Lee was shot an hour and 20 minutes ago. I figured that if I said I talked to my wife an hour and a half ago at the club, it'd be a solid out for her. It would mean she couldn't have shot Miss Lee.
Why?
How could she get from the Yacht Landing Club to Gomez's rooming house in 10 minutes?
Oh. I see.
The truth is, I think she did kill them both. But I wanted to protect her. I love her, Grant. I can't help myself.
Now, just take it easy. But you need some fresh air. Come on, let's take a walk over to Gomez's place and have a look at Linda Lee's body. Barstow and I went up the stairs to the second floor. The door to Gomez's room was half open. I gave it a shove, and there was Linda Lee on the floor with 2 bullets in her, dead. The cops should be used to sights like that, but I guess I'm not.
Do they have to leave the body lying here like this, Grant?
That'll be tended to, Barstow.
How could Lil do this?
But you believe she did.
What choice have I got? Why, even the first time I asked her not to see Gomez, she was like a tiger.
She was really in love with him, huh?
She was infatuated with him. She went for him because he was slick and dark.
Well, the honeymoon's over now. Gomez is dead, and your wife is up for murder.
Well, you could say they both got what they deserved, huh?
You could, if you were a stickler for justice.
Say, listen. Somebody's coming.
High heels.
Do you suppose it could be?
Come in, Mrs. Barstow.
What's happening here?
We've just been talking about you.
Victor, what are you doing here?
Take a look on the floor.
Who is it?
Linda Lee.
Your friend Gomez's girl.
Who killed her?
Didn't you?
Me!
Because she was Gomez's girlfriend? Because you were jealous?
No!
The same way you killed Gomez.
That's a lie!
All right, Miss Barstow, if that's a lie, what are you doing here?
Linda Lee phoned me this afternoon and said for me to be here at 6, Commissioner.
Yes?
Yes! She said something about holding an auction.
An auction?
I know it sounds strange, but it's true. I went by Commissioner Grant's office and told Sergeant Maggio the whole story just before I came over here.
You can tell a police sergeant anything you dream up, Lil.
You've got to believe me.
But we don't.
Speak for yourself, Barstow.
What?
I believe her. I got the same phone call from Miss Lee. She was going to try to sell the name of Gomez's murderer.
Gomez's murderer?
Interesting, huh, Barstow? Which reminds me, I've got to call headquarters.
Headquarters?
Yes, I have to tell them where they can find Linda Lee's body.
What?
I know it comes as a shock to you, Barstow, but nobody had any idea where Linda's body was until you told me a few minutes ago at your hotel.
What are you talking about?
You said you picked the Yacht Landing Club because it would be impossible to get from there to Gomez's place in 10 minutes. You see, you slipped when you mentioned Gomez's place. Because you were the only person in the world who knew Linda had been shot in this room.
Now, wait a minute.
It was a simple mistake. You were sure somebody had heard those 2 shots when you killed Linda, and you took it for granted they'd sent for the police long ago. But unfortunately, Barstow, nobody did hear those shots, and therefore nobody called the police.
Put down that phone.
Victor.
Wait a minute now, Barstow.
Put it down. I don't like to lose, Commissioner. I killed Gomez because he was taking my wife away from me. And in my book, a man's got that right.
Has a man also the right to shoot Linda Lee? What was she taking away from you?
Linda Lee was here the night I shot Gomez from the fire escape. She saw me. She was going to help me throw the blame on Fenton for a price.
And then she made the price too high?
You guessed it. I wouldn't pay. And she was going to sell me out to the highest bidder.
So you shot her?
You can see for yourself.
Oh, Victor.
Don't give me that. What's here is on your head. You were my wife, Lil, and you were running around with Gomez.
You're not the first man who ever got the runaround, Barstow. Why didn't you bow out?
I told you. I don't like to lose. And I'm not going to let you two keep me from winning either.
It's going to take more than another murder to keep you from losing now.
Nobody else has anything on me, Commissioner, except you two. And without drawing any straws, you're first.
No.
Go ahead, yell. Only remember, nobody heard the shot the last time, and I don't think they'll hear these. So take a last look around, Commissioner. Because this is it.
Victor. Commissioner.
Maggio.
Are you hurt, Commissioner?
No, I'm okay.
Well, I gave Mrs. Barstow a trail after she left headquarters, and it looks like a good thing I did.
I always thought you were beautiful, Maggio, but believe me, you never looked lovelier. Dance, Libby?
Oh, I'd love to, Bill. But there's somebody coming over to our table.
Oh, Mrs. Barstow.
Grant. I realize that I'm partly to blame for everything that's happened, but I did want to thank you for all you did.
Oh, forget it. Being a policeman is my business.
You were very clever, Commissioner. Vic didn't fool you for a minute by pretending to be shielding me with that yacht club alibi, did he?
Well, that was pretty transparent stuff, Mrs. Barstow. He was trying to look like a loving husband so he could put the blame on you.
I know. Anyway, thanks again, Commissioner.
Goodbye, Miss Barstow.
Bye.
Attractive, isn't she, Libby?
Do you think so? Looks a little worn to me.
But she dresses smartly. You said so yourself.
Probably has nothing on her mind but clothes and men.
More coffee, Libby?
Thank you.
Libby,
Yes?
what was that type that you said could get jealous enough to kill?
A person with a mercurially adjusted personality. Why?
Oh, nothing. Except this is the first time I ever poured coffee for a young lady whose personality is mercurially adjusted.
Commissioner Bill Grant will be back in just a moment with the Lever Brothers Police Plaque of Valor, this week presented to a detective sergeant whose keen observation and untiring pursuance of duty resulted in the arrest of a vicious killer. But first,
Phew, my wash looked like a mountain this week. Sheets, tablecloths, napkins, play clothes, shirts, towels, dresses. It seems there's twice as much in summer. But I should worry. I've got my good washer and rinso.
that's the perfect combination, lady. A good washer and rinso. And that's not just my opinion either. You know, the makers of 33 leading washers unanimously recommend rinso for top results. So go along with experts, lady. Choose Rinso, the soap with the triple action formula. Remember, Rinso gives a dazzling wash. A wash that's Rinso white and Rinso bright. Keep on asking for Rinso.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Commissioner Bill Grant. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present the Lever Brothers Plaque of Valor this week to Detective Sergeant Martin H. Nee of the Police Force of Greenwich, Connecticut. Detective Nee was selected by Chief Peter J. Sicardi, lifetime member of the Executive Board of the International Association of Chiefs of Police. On July the 6th, 1940, Michael Porco was found dead in his rented room in Greenwich, Connecticut. Autopsy revealed that death had been caused by a hemorrhage of the brain, a result of a severe beating. In spite of a thorough search, the only police clue revealed was a battered woman's hat. With this single clue, Detective Nee was finally able, after long and painstaking investigation, to place under arrest Mary Taraka, who purchased the hat, and her common-law husband, Robert Ryan. Ryan was later found guilty of manslaughter and sentenced to state's penitentiary. So to Detective Martin H. Nee goes $100 and this week's Lever Brothers Plaque of Valor for his unfailing effort to protect the people of your community.
I never realized why Pete only danced with me once until I overheard that awful whisper.
Don't dance with her. You know, B.O. The way to stop those whispers is to take a daily bath with Lifebuoy. Lifebuoy is the only soap especially made to stop B.O. What's more, scientific tests prove that a daily bath with Lifebuoy helps build up increasingly better protection against B.O. Play safe. Bathe with Lifebuoy. You don't want people to whisper, B.O. Get Lifebuoy.
Be sure to be with us next Tuesday night when Lever Brothers Company, makers of Rinso, bring you another exciting, realistic police case. Listen next week to
The Case of the Violent Vegetable.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Rinso presents Call the Police.
Attention, homicide section. Flying squad detail. Murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instruction.
Between you and the evil outside the law, between you and the housebreaker, the kidnapper, the murderer, stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his sleep that you may sleep unafraid. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And if need be, he gives up his life to protect yours.
The Lever Brothers Company, makers of Triple Action Rinso, bring you Call the Police, starring Joseph Julian and Joan Tompkins. This new series of realistic radio dramas is inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Commissioner Bill Grant. Every once in a while, I like to look through the files of the Ashland Police Department just to remind myself that sometimes the difference between a murder solved and a murder gone unpunished can be a very little thing. A piece of string, maybe, or the core of an apple. As a matter of fact, there's a file card on my desk right now, number 439-652. The name up at the top of the card is Tenney, Calvin Tenney. He kept a fruit stand at the corner of Tremont and Pine. That's where the case began.
Nice apples you got there, Pop.
Huh? Oh, Oregon apples. This is the only fruit stand in town carries them. Try one.
Sure. Not bad, Pop.
Name is Tenney.
Not bad at all. How's business, Pop?
Well, you know how fruit stand goes. 1 week up, 1 week down.
From now on, it's all down.
Huh?
You're going out of business, Pop.
I what?
Mm-hmm. Besides, your health ain't so good.
Oh, my health's all right. I'm not so young, maybe,
I like
but...
this apple. Your health's bad. Gonna get worse.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I will have another apple. Close up the stand, Pop. Take a vacation, retire, raise chickens, do anything. I don't care, but close up the stand fast.
Now, why should
you
I...
You know the second apple's as good as the first. Because if you don't, Pop, they'll pick you up in an alley one of these nights. I'll tell you what, Pop, give me a bag full of those apples, huh? In an alley, Pop. And laying down. Because you got bullets, Pop. And you're dead.
Commissioner.
Huh?
It's 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Commissioner, 6 o'clock is when all good police officials go home.
Yeah, okay, Mad Joe. I was just... What's that?
Oh, somebody exercising their lungs. I'll go take a look.
What is it, Mad Joe? Mad Joe!
Oh, there's a guy out here runs a fruit stand beefing because his license hasn't been renewed.
Why wasn't it renewed?
Well, the stand's on the corner of Tremont and Pine, right next to the bank. The president wrote and said he didn't like it. It ain't dignified or something.
Neither's the parking lot across the street, or the Langley dump in the third corner.
Why, Commissioner, the Langley Mansion is one of the city's landmarks.
Well, it's still an eyesore. It hasn't been lived in for 50 years. Mad Joe, let me talk to that man.
Commissioner, it's unimportant, routine stuff.
Well, apparently it's pretty important to him.
Okay, Commissioner. Hey, you. Come on in.
Thank you.
There he is, behind the desk, mister.
Mr. Grant?
Grab a chair. You're,
Tenney. Calvin Tenney.
Oh, yes. You've had that stand at Tremont and Pine for some time, haven't you, Mr. Tenney?
23 years, last April.
Well, let me go through the papers on it. When do you need the renewal?
Tomorrow.
Maggio, have the department suspend action until I can review this thing. Mr. Tenney can keep his stand until then.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. And there was one other thing. Yesterday, I was threatened.
You were? By...
A man I never seen before warned me to close up the stand or be killed.
What did he look like?
Oh, he's ordinary.
Well, that doesn't help a lot.
Well, he kind of medium everything, that's all.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll have the patrolman on the beat keep his eyes open. In the meantime, you take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. Now, let's get out of here, Maggio. I've got to attend a civic function.
With Libby Tyler?
Who else?
Nice legs, nice eyes, nice... but why did they have to send her to college?
She's bright, Maggio.
Yeah, and that's bad in a dish. Gives him ideas about criminal psychology, for instance. Makes him take jobs with the department. Assistant to the criminal psychologist, for instance.
This is supposed to be an up-to-date police department, Maggio. We need...
Commissioner, when I take a girl out, I'm not interested in Bertillon measurements. I'm interested in other kinds of measurements.
Okay, Maggio. Will you cover that Tenny affair?
Tenny'll stay on that corner till all his fruit gets rotten. Go on, have some fun, Commissioner. You've got it coming to you.
Ouch. Commissioner, you stepped on my toe.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Libby.
Still thinking about that Tenny thing?
I guess I am. Can't decide whether he was really threatened or whether he just made up that story.
Well, it's possible. The world's full of criminals. You know, since I've been working in the criminal psychology department, I see them everywhere.
You do?
Sure. Well, you take that man over there. See him? Positive he's a criminal. The way his forehead recedes. Those lobes on his ears.
Libby, that's James Carson.
Has he got a record?
Uh-huh.
See?
He's been principal of the West Side High School for the last 30 years.
Oh. Well, all I've got to say is they better keep an eye on that high school.
Oh, there's Maggio looking... Hey, Maggio.
Oh, Commissioner.
Hello, Sergeant.
Hello, Miss Tyler. Commissioner, I hate to bust up your party, but I thought you'd want to know right away.
Know what?
We just got word at headquarters from Mrs. Tenney.
Yes?
Tenney is missing.
This whistle means... Hold up. Armed bandit robs Main Street restaurant. But this whistle...
That's Rinso White and Rinso Bright. I'm proud as punch of my Rinso wash. Rinso saves me work, too. I never boil or scrub my things. I just soak them, give a few finger rubs to the worst places, and even Jack's grimy work clothes are spanking clean. Rinso's marvelous.
Yes, ma'am. Trust Triple Action Rinso for results. You see, Rinso's soapy-rich base makes deep driving suds that get out stubborn dirt fast. Rinso's Suds Booster means heaps of suds, even in hard water. And Rinso's Grease Chaser goes after grease and grime, helps prevent yellowing of clothes, yet is easy on hands. So for a dazzling wash, a wash that's Rinso White and Rinso Bright, ask for Rinso.
When Maggio told Libby Tyler and me that old man Tenney had just been reported missing, we grabbed a squad car and highballed it right down to Tenney's fruit stand.
Tremont and Pine, Commissioner.
There's the stand.
It's all shut up for the night.
Maggio.
Yeah? What? Oh, a couple of oranges caught in a wooden shutter. So what?
Those oranges are ruined. A man running this stand for over 20 years wouldn't do that. Unless he was frightened or... unless he didn't close that stand down himself.
You setting this up for a snatch, Commissioner?
It could be.
Well, why would anyone want to kidnap Mr. Tenney?
I don't know, Libby, but that's what it looks like. Well, we've got the alarm out for him. Routine's covered. Come on, let's get back to the car. Maggio.
Yeah, Commissioner?
If you snatched a man on the corner of Tremont and Pine, and you wanted to get away fast to where there weren't many people around, where would you go?
Well, let me see. Straight up Pine, less than a mile, and I'd be up in the hills.
All right, then get going. Straight up Pine.
Well, we're getting close to Ellerton. Hasn't been a break in the road so far.
I don't like that.
We're coming to a side road.
Take it, Maggio.
Okay. But why?
If they took Tenny out of the city, they wouldn't take him into another one. This road's the first break in the main highway.
It ain't a good road, State.
That's what they'd want. Slow down.
I got it. The road's petering out. Dead end in the middle of nowhere.
Just trees around us. Trees and darkness.
Come here.
Oh, you found something?
Look.
Tire marks. They're not very clear, but the car was parked here.
Bill, the edge of the road here.
Yeah. Dirt's been smeared. Though something were dragged along the ground. Hey, look. Apple core. Come on.
Hey, I don't like this. In among the trees, it's so dark.
Leaves have been disturbed. We're getting someplace.
Commissioner, over here.
Okay.
Libby, better stay where you are.
Why?
Because Tinny ain't missing anymore, and he ain't good to look at.
As soon as we got back to headquarters, I got the boys started. Photographs, plaster casts of footprints, ballistics tests. I also let the boys play with the apple core we found. They put varnish and phosphoric powder and things like that. Sometimes they find out what kind of teeth the man had who chewed it. Later, I went to see Wiley, president of the Travelers Bank. Wiley, who'd objected to the stand because it wasn't dignified.
Commissioner, I consider this an intrusion, unwarranted and presumptuous. I shall speak to the mayor about it.
You do that, Mr. Wiley, but first I wish you'd speak to me about it. Your letter said you wanted Tenny's fruit stand shut up because it was on the same corner as the bank, and you didn't consider it pretty enough.
That is quite correct.
Are you sure you had no other reason?
What other reason could I have had?
Yeah. All right, Mr. Wiley. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Maggio.
Yeah, waiting here like old faithful. You get anything?
No, not a thing, I'm afraid.
Tired of walking?
I just thought of something. Wiley's garage.
Very interesting, architecturally.
That's his car I'm interested in. Come on.
Oh, don't you ever give up, Commissioner. What could there be in Wiley's car?
Here we are. Chauffeur's quarters over the garage, huh? Hope we don't wake him. Got a light?
And a torch.
Good.
What are you looking for inside the car?
Blood? Bullet holes, or... Look.
An apple core. Commissioner, have you been here all night?
Uh-huh.
Why the early bird routine?
Joe, that apple core we found in Wiley's car is the same kind of apple core as the one we found on the road. I had the boys make a quick check. They're both Oregon apples, and Tenny was the only stand in town that carried Oregon apples.
Ah, you have got yourself something. All right, let's go arrest Wiley.
Joe, we can't go to court with circumstantial evidence and no motive.
Yeah, jury's on. That's about motives.
Hello.
Bill, Libby.
Oh, hello, Libby.
Bill, I couldn't sleep all night thinking of Mr. Tenney, and I want to do something about it.
I know how you feel, Libby. We're doing all we can, testing and checking everything.
But that's just routine.
Well, Libby, 99 police cases out of 100 are cracked by routine.
This is the 100th case, Bill. And I think I'm on the right track, the psychological track that...
Juries don't care for psychological proof.
Have you got anyone to bring before a jury yet?
No, but...
Well, I'm going to get you that someone. Bill, Mr. Wiley is mixed up in this thing somehow.
Well, there are a couple of pointers to him, sure, but...
He killed Tenney, or had him killed, because he was planning to rob his own bank, abscond with the funds. That's why Wiley sent that letter of complaint to the department.
But, Libby, why should Wiley have the old man killed?
I don't know. You don't either. But, Bill, I'm going to find out.
Mr. Wiley won't answer the doorbell. Sure he's inside. Well, I'll get him later. thought Mr. Wiley was inside. His car's here. The chauffeur is washing it down. I wonder if... Yes. Hello?
Yeah?
Was the car out last night?
What do you want to know for, miss?
Because I think it was out.
So what?
Nothing important.
Yeah? What you want to know about the car for?
Well, is that a gun?
It's a gun.
Well-
Don't turn your head. Just walk into the garage. Act natural.
But I don't
I said
understand.
walk. That's better. Now, would you like to tell me why you're so interested in where the car was last night?
It's none of your business.
No?
What are you going to do?
Just this.
Commissioner, keep on wearing that track on the floor, and you'll be down in the men's locker room soon.
Oh, the whole day's shut. Nothing. Nothing we can make a case out of.
Old lady Tenny's got herself a case.
What's that?
Went off a rocker, wound up in General Hospital.
What happened?
Way I got it from the desk, she was wandering around the stand all night.
Well, next to her living room, I suppose that's the most familiar place in the world to her.
Anyway, she got hysterical, told a cop on the beach she saw a ghost.
Ghosts? Keep going.
Oh, there's nothing to it. Claims she saw lights, saw shadows moving in the old Langley dump. Now, that place has been boarded up for 50 years.
Why wasn't I told about this before?
You're too busy to be bothered with the ravings of a hysterical woman.
She may have been hysterical, Maggio, but she wasn't raving.
Now, wait
Don't
a
you
minute.
realize she's given us the key to this whole case?
No, I don't.
Because... Sure, Maggio. There were ghosts in that house last night.
Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Ladies, have you heard the case of the whitest, brightest wash in town? Well, it's no mystery now. Rinso solved that one.
I'd bet on Rinso. When the washer salesman suggested I use Rinso, I never dreamed it would make such a difference. But you should see my clothes. White things like fresh, clean snow and washable colors, bright and gay even after scores of washing.
Yes, Rinso always gets top results. So it's no wonder only Rinso carries the recommendation of the makers of 33 leading washers. For Rinso's triple action formula gives you a special soapy rich base, an amazing suds booster, and a marvelous grease chaser. Ask for Rinso for a Rinso white wash with ease, a Rinso bright wash with safety.
When I heard that the hysterical Mrs. Tenney had reported ghosts in the old Langley mansion, the idea struck me. Maggio and I led off in one car, and a detail of squad men followed us in another. We pulled up to the Langley house about midnight, slipped in the back entrance. Then we sat there in the dusty old dump and waited. And waited.
2 o'clock, Commissioner. Don't you think it's about time you told us what we're waiting for?
All right. The home bank across the street is being robbed right now.
What? Well, let's go get him.
No, it's easier this way. I have a prejudice against cops being killed.
But,
That's why I
Commissioner-
ordered the cop on the beat to stay away from the bank tonight. Take a look now, Maggio.
Okay. I don't see the front of the bank through the crack in the window. Hey, they're coming out now.
Good.
They're getting into a car. Hey, Commissioner, what do we do? Just sit here?
That, Maggio, is exactly what we do.
I could think of lots nicer places to sit around in.
This will get better as we go along. All right, men. The company I promised you is coming. They'll be using the back door any minute now. Take them the minute they come in.
Hi, Commissioner.
They're yours, boys.
All right, come on, put your hands up over there. All right, Commissioner, everything's under control.
We can have a light now. That's better. Anybody hurt?
Nobody hurt, Commissioner.
Good. Well. 4 little gangsters loaded to the hilt with bank money, huh?
Hey, those are the guys who just robbed the bank.
That's right.
And they headed back here. You knew that?
That's right.
Oh, well, I am. But how about Tenny's killer? Is he one of these babies?
No, he isn't. Let's go get him.
Go where?
Wiley's house.
Let me get it straight, Commissioner, before we go in and see Wiley. Now, you figured the Langley house was going to be used as a hideaway because of old Mrs. Tenney's ghost story.
That's right. What do the police do in the case of a bank job? They throw roadblocks around the city, stop every automobile in sight. But suppose you drive the getaway car a couple of blocks and abandon it, and then go back. Back to across the street from the bank you cracked, to an old empty house. You dig in for a few days, the police think you've escaped, then you just walk out.
Good thing you decided to be a policeman instead of a crook. There's Wiley's doorbell. And you figured Wiley acted as a fingerman, huh? That's a new twist, too.
Oh, Commissioner, this is getting to be too much.
We'll come in.
Just a minute.
Keep your shirt on, Mr. Wiley. For one thing, your bank was robbed tonight.
Well, I'm glad you're so cheerful about it. What kind of a police commissioner are you?
The gang was caught and every penny returned.
Oh, then what do you want from me? More investigating? Oh, your girl was here, too. I didn't let her in, though.
Libby Tyler?
So she started on that chauffeur of mine.
Did you see her leave?
No. No, I'm not a snoop, like some people.
She hasn't been around all day. Maggio, I think we've got trouble.
What's the matter? The gag bothering you, sister? Oh, don't worry. If that cop tries to come up here and get me, gags won't bother you, baby. Nothing will. Because... Uh-oh. We're walking out of the main house, coming down. Hey, your boyfriend's done it. Got Wiley in handcuffs, taking him downtown. Nice work, Commissioner. Stopping in front of the garage underneath the window here. Ringing the window. That must be they want me to lock up the house or something. They got Wiley tabbed for the job. I'm in the clear. Take it easy, sister. I'll be back. Yep.
We're arresting your boss.
Oh, what'd he do?
Read about it in tomorrow's paper. Come here. Take these keys. Lock up the big house.
Okay.
All right, Maggio.
Reach, mister.
Hey, what is...
Higher. Very pretty. Now we'll see if these fit. Well, they fit very nice. On you, handcuffs look good, killer.
And now will you take these handcuffs off me, Commissioner?
Certainly, Mr. Wiley. Nice of you to let us use you as a decoy. There you are.
Thank you. As for you, Kane, you're fired.
What's more, killer, you're going to be fired in a different way pretty soon. Come on, let's get down to headquarters. I think the commissioner's going to be busy.
Oh, Bill, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Easy, Libby. It's all over now.
I thought Mr. Wiley was behind all this.
No, Libby. It was a gang who were setting things up to use the Langley place as a hideout. They couldn't afford to have a guy like Tenney around. He'd spot something and talk.
But how did you know the chauffeur was involved?
Did you notice he had a tooth missing in front? The cast made of the apple core we found in the car and on the road shows that. Then there was the fact that the chauffeur just started on his job with Wiley yesterday.
He bragged to me about how he'd worked the whole plan out. How he got the job with Wiley so he could be around without arousing suspicion and get to know the bank well enough and... Well, how did you know the chauffeur was new, Bill?
Old man Tenney, remember? He told me a stranger had threatened him. But unless Wiley had hired a new chauffeur, Tenney would have known him. He saw Wiley drive up to the bank every day. He would have certainly known what his chauffeur looked like.
Oh. You're bright, Bill.
Oh, no, I'm just a cop who's trying.
I guess you're not so bright after all.
Why?
Well, here you've just saved a girl's life. The girl might be very grateful. If you were really bright, you'd think of something to do about it.
Bill Grant will be back in just a moment with the Lever Brothers Police Award of Valor, this week presented to a police officer who, in spite of almost mortal wounds, apprehended a vicious bandit. But first...
Yoo-hoo, Helen! Look at this cotton suit I'm wearing. Would you believe it? I've had it 3 years. Skirts are longer, so I let out the hem, and now it looks simply wonderful. Of course, though, I've never washed it in anything but Rinso.
Yes, these days, lots of smart women are congratulating themselves that they've always given their clothes Rinso care, because Rinso care means longer wear. You see, Rinso's triple action formula is safe for washable colors, gentle to washable fabrics. So remember, Rinso for a safe and dazzling wash. A wash that's Rinso white and Rinso bright. Keep on asking for Rinso.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Commissioner Bill Grant. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present the Lever Brothers Plaque of Valor this week to Police Officer Bernard Shea of the Police Force of San Francisco, California. Patrolman Shea was selected by Chief Peter J. Sicardi, lifetime member of the Executive Board of the International Association of Chiefs of Police. On February the 4th, 1947, Patrolman Shea's first day on the police force, he spotted a bandit escaping from a neighboring jewelry store. Shea gave chase. The bandit turned and fired. The bullet struck Shea in the chest. Shea staggered but kept coming. Again the bandit fired. The second bullet ripped into Shea's abdomen. Shea closed in. The third bullet struck him in the left arm. And in spite of excruciating pain and profuse bleeding, Shea grappled with the bandit and with his last ounce of strength succeeded in handcuffing him before he collapsed. The bandit pleaded guilty of robbery and was sentenced to San Quentin Penitentiary. Shea is now recuperating in emergency hospital. So to Police Officer Bernard Shea goes $100 and this week's Lever Brothers Plaque of Valor. Congratulations, too, to Chief Dulier and the police force of San Francisco for their unfailing effort to protect the people of your community.
Jack never realized why Jane turned him down until he happened to overhear those whispers.
No girl wants a man with B.O.
Stop those whispers. Take a daily bath with Lifebuoy. Lifebuoy is the only soap especially made to stop B.O. In hot, sticky weather, you need Lifebuoy more than ever. Lifebuoy gives double protection all over and long-lasting. Bathe with Lifebuoy. You don't want people to whisper,
B.O.
Get Lifebuoy right away.
You and every responsible citizen can promote positive action in education by taking an active interest in the schools of your community. If your children are to have the kind of education you want them to have, well-trained teachers, proud of their profession, are essential. Your children's schools must have the best possible buildings and equipment. By joining your community's school associations and groups, you can help your schools maintain the traditionally high standards of American education. This is Jay Sims reminding you to be with us next Tuesday night when Lever Brothers Company, makers of Rinso, bring you another exciting, realistic police case. Listen next week to...
The Case of the Three Used Bullets.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.